And Cash Blast Camp is live, so click on that link. Sub up to it if you are not already. And Saving Grace, I caught a 15, a little over 15-pound blue cat and a channel cat. So Cash Blast Camp is live. His link is pinned at the bottom of the screen. Go to his channel.
We're live, folks.
And you can continue to watch Travis and Sam fish. Raid Cast Blast.
Heck yeah.
City Raid.
City Raid.
There you go.
Britain.
There you go.
Wildhood. What's going on?
Head on over. I'm staying live for just a second so you guys can click on the link.
Y'all get to see some of the behind the scenes angles. A little behind the scene action right here.
All right. Okay, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end mine now that he's live and in.
Stand on these rocks.
Alive within a live within a live within a live within a live within a live.
Yeah, it'd be easy to trip on these ones.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Bye, guys. Can we pick up the 26?
Yeah, hold on a second. Let me get you, Britain.
That's Vice comes. I'll be in a little while. I have to for a little while. She has to get up early, but she's coming in. All right, guys. Y'all are awesome.
There you are.
See you, everybody.
Cool deal.
Woo!
Woo!
Happy birthday!
Let's see here. Where was my... Heather, welcome in, welcome in. We'll leave it on their rods until they get them reeled in, and we'll switch it over to the other rods. Those look more visually appealing. Mary Bruce, hello, hello.
Mary Bruce, Merry Christmas.
I think that fish ended up leaving that one bait alone over here.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and check that. Do what?
Something was nibbling on it, it looks like. Probably small fish just chewing on the meat there and the guts. Still got the eyes though, so it's relatively fresh. I think we'll cast it back out. What's going on, hunting stuff? Jamaican, Zyro, hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you joining in. We're still out here, me and Travis still out here catfishing, and technically, I guess, carp fishing too. We've got some carp bait out there. Something's been nibbling on this piece. You can see some dangly bits, but I'm going to go ahead and cast it back out there real quick. Oh, I'm going to knock that over. All right, we got it cast back out. Put the bell back on it. That looks like the spot Cindy was fit. I wonder why. Yep. We're still down here. There's my rod. They're one of 4 rods. Let's see if I can get this. There we go. Yeah, I was about to reel this one in and check it out because it got played with a bunch too.
Yeah, I'm gonna check these here. That water went down a lot.
Yeah, I see that because it was up to like this, about this handle. Yeah.
Exactly.
Bye, Cindy. Stay safe.
Love ya. Get your butt home.
Get you back home.
Go on there. Check it out.
Oh yeah, something made the gut pocket out of it. Yeah, something stripped the gut pocket out of that. You know, I haven't used any deer liver yet. I might want to switch. I'm gonna switch this bait out for a deer liver chunk, see if that does any better. It could. It having that much blood in that scent trail. Give me 1 minute, guys. I'm gonna hook up a fresh bait and get it casted out there. I guess going up probably a little easier. Going up, right? The current.
Not as much as it was, but
All right. I think what is? I think this the camera. Oh yeah, the camera's the shadow. There we go. Trying to get it out the shadow. There we go. Bag full of deer liver and 1 kidney. Still got the bait. Well, at least he ain't been jacked yet. We're gonna cut open this deer liver bag and hook us up a liver chunk. We're doing good, Wild Hook. How are you doing? Hope everybody in the chat's doing well tonight. Appreciate you joining in. Oh yeah, that stuff's super bloody. Get off my ear. I'm gonna get this a good chunk of this. I'm about to really rinse my hands good now. I'm gonna get a good chunk baited up. All right, let's see if I can get that a little bit better hooked. There we go. Oh, let's see if I can get the hook point there. There we go. Hook point's just sticking out the top. So hopefully, cat will come along, smell that liver, Get hooked up. Wash my hands off. We don't get that super sweaty. Travis gonna get his casted out. I'll get mine casted out. See if we can catch us a catfish right here. Let's see if I can get this. We're on uneven ground, so bear with me. I'm trying to get the best positioning for that tripod. All right. Travis got his casted. Now I'm gonna get mine out there. Turn this around. Find a proper position. There we go.
If the wind stays this way, yeah, the wind really died down. We don't do no good for a little while. We may need to go up to the day. Good plan. Using bucket room in the line. They don't seem to have liked that water going down.
Is that odd, Cindy?
Yeah, Cindy going over the bridge.
Yep, Cindy's honking over the bridge. I think, or no? That looks like a big box van hauling a trailer or something.
Probably her behind it.
There is a vehicle behind it. It was like, who's honking at me?
Yeah.
All right, we got the deer liver out there. We'll get the bell on it. Maybe that'll attract something. Maybe we'll get something with that. We're barely in frame there. See if we can bring this back a little bit, get a wider angle. So we can get more of the rods in view here. Yeah.
Oh, the cat, Cindy, they're talking about you.
Oh, I'm gonna roll this
We're
down.
blowing your horn, Cindy.
There we go.
Deer liver, interesting, ever-loving outdoors.
We still got, Travis has 4 rods out here. There's 1 rod out there. And then off to the left, we got the orange rod. And then those 2 over there with pack bait.
There's rods everywhere.
Yeah, and then a couple extra leaning up against the tree there. But, yep, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 rods in the water. 8 rods.
Something. Like, just never know.
Yep, deer liver, ever living. It stays on the hook a lot better than chicken liver. It's got a
She said she was in front of the box truck.
oh, in front of it.
We couldn't even see your car from here,
Yeah. Was that her honking though?
I guess.
Yeah.
It might have been the box truck honking at her.
Could have could have been.
Yeah, well,
But the oh, it was. She said yes, it was her honking, I think. But yeah, the deer liver, it has a outer layer of skin on it, like a tougher layer of skin that's tougher than the rest of the liver, and as long as you hook it through that, it stays on pretty well. Stays on a whole lot better than chicken liver, that's for sure. And it's probably, no, actually I know for a fact it's definitely packed full of more blood than chicken liver, so it's a good bait. Thank you, Mary, for coming in. You have a good night. Sleep well. Oh, Travis, you're on.
the panfish rod just got to sit down and let up. I think it dropped it. Okay. A little cannibal out there somewhere.
Yeah, something definitely bit on it, but dropped it. Yep, good night, Mary. You have a good one. We got two Marys in here, Mary Bruce and Mary. Yep, we got. Did you see that Everload? You see that rod get bent over real quick? Oh, what's that? Oh, pack crackers, thank you.
Should come back to it.
Eller said, "Hey, Mary Jane."
Mary.
Travis Old gave me a pack of crackers. A little dark, you probably can't see from Harley back here, but cracker time, cracker break. I hope one of them catfish rods bows over. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Scenic City, what's going on, brother?
What you doing, Scenic City?
We got
Well,
Travis here with us.
Been watching you down there, getting all them white bass. We was talking about earlier when you come down there one day.
Definitely, yeah. I've still never fished below the dam down there. I've been wanting to. I mean, well, technically, I fished the creek, but I didn't fish the main river channel below the dam.
We
Scenic
went down-
said, Travis.
Yeah, we went down below on the pier there when the water was up so high. But I want to go over there where he's been fishing at that right there at that thing. But I say it stays crowded all the time.
You probably have to get to early in the morning, beat the, and there still might be people there.
Mm-hmm.
Everlovin said, I haven't seen your stuff yet, Scenic. I'll check it out. Yeah, most certainly. Yeah, if anybody's in the chat here and you haven't checked out other people, by all means, go ahead and check them out. And if you like their content, subscribe to them. It helps everybody out. And that's not just for fishing people. That's for, anybody's content that you enjoy. Go ahead and subscribe if you enjoy it.
Yep. Make sure
Woo!
everybody subscribes to each other.
I would be a little bit louder, Lonnie, but we are right next to a
Yeah.
house, so can't be too loud. Don't want them calling the law
He
on us.
knows where we're at.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I figure if nothing else, we might be able to go up to the dam on the walkway and wear some panfish out while we set the carp rods.
You never know, yeah.
Carp rods and catfish rods. I may actually get some carp rods out up there.
It's been a while since I went live. It was the last time I went live was below when we were below the dam. We did that bankside catch and cook, and
Mm-hmm.
that was the last time I went live.
And I still got all that video, and I can't send it.
Oh, gotcha, yeah.
I still got it on the computer though.
Lonnie said, I wish I didn't have to work tomorrow. I'd be there. Heck yeah, Lonnie.
I heard that. We ended up getting a couple, but
Yeah, Travis and Cindy got a couple cats earlier. What was that 15.4? Was that one bigger cat? 15, what would be like a point
Something
five? Be
like
like
that, yeah.
almost 15 and a half pounds, just about. That's about 15 pounds, 6 ounces, somewhere in there. Well, thank you, Cindy. The $1 Club. Woo! Woo! Chomping down on my last cracker here.
I knew them crackers was gonna come in handy.
Those are good. Appreciate it. 9 months in the $1 Club. Heck yeah. Yeah, I need to look at my my stats and see when my 2 year anniversary is, or birthday, I guess you could say. 2 year YouTube birthday, that is. Should be coming up here soon. I think it was April or May was the month I started of that year. I had to look again. I think there is a raccoon around here. Have you ever been up close and smelt a raccoon?
No, don't reckon.
They have a distinct scent, sort of like how skunks have a distinct scent. They don't smell like a skunk does, but like skunks have their own smell. It's sort of the same with a raccoon. They have their own smell, and once you smell them, you'll remember it. It's not necessarily bad, but it's not necessarily a great scent. But it's an odor for sure. 159 away from 5K subs, pushing hard this month, says Lonnie. That's not far. If anybody's in here that hasn't already checked out Lonnie or East Tennessee Whiskers, go ahead and check him out. Everliving says it's a great scene. It is a good scene, seeing some rods out ready to hopefully bow over. Oh, a great scent. My bad, I misread that. It's a great scent. It's an interesting scent for sure. So I assume you've smelt one then. Thank you. It's because like when I was fishing the other night ago and was on the carp spot there, and it was still during coon season, I started hearing something behind me, and I was saying, what am I hearing behind me? And I got my flashlight and started looking around behind me, and then I seen something reflecting or shining up in the tree, and at first I thought it was a reflection of a game camera that somebody had put up in a tree down there. And then the reflection started blinking and looking at me. I was like, oh no, that's eyeballs. And then I got closer to it, and it was a raccoon, and I could smell. I mean, I've already smelt the one that I harvested, but I could smell. I was like, that smells just like the one I harvested last time. So I assume that that's just their scent they have.
That's weird. I never knew that.
What kind of bait was on Travis' rod that got hit? That was a little chunk of yellow bass meat. Yeah, we caught a yellow bass earlier and cut it up, used some of it for cut bait, and he used a little, I don't know, dime-sized, marble-sized chunk, put it on a jig head under a bobber, I think, right?
I didn't even got the bobber.
Oh,
right now.
Yep.
I probably need to pull it in and see if he yanked it off.
I'm sorry to hear about that, Britton. Hopefully he gets well soon. Britton says, sorry, guys, got to go. Dad is not doing well. That's okay, Britton. I appreciate you joining in. Hopefully your dad gets well.
Hopefully it gets better.
Everliving said it might be gone, talking about that chunk of bass meat.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go check it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Couch fishing. Woo! Couch fishing is fun too, ain't it?
Threw it off.
You threw it off? Oh. Well, there's some more over here. Thank you, Heather. Heather posted out Britton and East Tennessee. Everyone said, "Hey, I'm a good couch fisherman." Heck yeah. My biggest flathead was caught on a big old piece of common carp. Dang. Good fish just splashed out there, guys. That was decent fish. I'm wondering if those are cats or if those are something else. Or if they're bass hitting shad or something. What's... Oh, you got a rattle in your pocket. That's that. I thought that was drag at first making that noise. I was thinking,
That float.
yeah, that float rattle. Oh, you just went slack. I don't know if that's the...
Don't know if it's the wind.
Right, yeah. It could, yeah, that might be the wind doing that. You got your rattle.
But I busted one of them suckers. I kept hitting the bridge.
I seen a is it a Mr. Crappie Bobber?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, Lonnie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lonnie guessed it.
Yep.
Is Filthy or Fishy? Fishy's in here. What's going on, brother?
They're easy to bust though, Lonnie.
The plastic, yeah.
Oh, this one's busted.
The plastic's not that
Already
strong.
Busted. They don't. Yeah. It's busted. At the seam.
We out here fishing fishy things. I'm out here with Travis. Cindy just left about, I don't know, 27, 28 minutes ago. We're out here still trying to catch a cat, maybe even a carp. You never know. We got some pack bait out. And we got a lightweight rod as well, so you never know, it could catch a smaller fish. He said, I spray mine with Flex Seal, Travis.
Well, this one needs something on it, that's for sure. This is the second one I busted.
What, just from casting it out or hitting it on the rocks on the bank?
You can hit it on anything and it'll
Just crack. Yeah.
It just pops the seal loose around it.
Yeah.
The
Yep.
seam.
And then it fills up with water and it won't float.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it ain't been floating so good, because it's busted around the seal. It's still together, but
Yeah. Well, maybe super glue might work, but Everliving said best crappie bobbers or custom crappie bobbers. I've seen a new video, what was his name? Fishing stuff. He put out a new video. He does those fishing hack videos. And there was I don't know, I can't remember what company or which person created it, but there was a person that came up with a new version of a peg float that was made out of a different type of material that was way more buoyant than your natural peg float style floats.
you know how long that's been in my pocket?
How many days?
A week.
A week. I figured a few days. It's still got some glow to it. Yeah.
Show 'em that. Look, that thing's been in my pocket a week.
My glow stick
I am not joking.
been in Travis' pocket about a week, still glowing on it. Still got some glow. Not super bright, but it's got some life in it. Your float becomes a sink. That's right, Ottercat. That is right.
That's crazy.
But they also, instead of having like, you know how demon dragons have the rattles in them?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they had a, you know how most peg floats, they just have the peg that pegs them in there?
Yeah.
Well, they had a special peg that had it was a rattle peg. And it was it was one of your, like the cheaper ones, but you could put the peg in there and it rattled and it was more buoyant. I was like, that's pretty cool.
That little rod just got a bite.
Fishy says, amazing. I've had the luxury of fishing across the Great Lakes. I've seen some pretty good crappie floats. That's awesome.
Cool.
Weighted are the best in my opinion, says Everload.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the weighted one.
I like usually the foam ones more than the plastic.
These other two I got in my pocket are weighted.
Heather says, I'm keeping an eye on chat and why. I think she might maybe just said you, maybe. Yeah, it seemed like the bite kind of died down, didn't it?
Yeah, it's because that water dropped. I would say it dropped a lot. It dropped way more than I thought it was going to.
Yeah, it went several
Yeah.
few feet down.
It's a little bit. It's a little. There he is again.
Travis might got one. Lonnie says I'm doing a new series on my channel. Fishing 1 hour a day before work for whatever I can catch. Just yellow bass so far this week. Yeah, we caught some yellow bass here earlier, Lonnie. We had some yellow bass come up biting, so apparently it's that yellow bass time of year or something. Travis is trying to get him one. He's fishing for yellow bass using yellow bass. That's a little cut bait chunk. He got one. That line been moving. Oh yeah, yeah, something's definitely messing with it. Oh, she says NY. I got you. Okay. Yep. Lonnie's gonna edit them into a video and post them on Mondays. Thank you for calling in, Heather. Heather's always calling them in. I appreciate it too.
Get 'em, Heather.
Yep, she's calling them in. IDK just trying to make oh, you're good, Fishy. I appreciate you joining.
What are you doing, fishing? What do you say? He's leaving? You leaving fishing?
No, he said I'm just trying to make conversation.
Fishy. What are you doing, Fishy? What you been doing, Fishy? Fishy was fishing in the rain.
Oh, was he?
Was it earlier today or yesterday?
You fishing in the rain, Fishy?
Man, my days they just kind of go into each other. I think it was today. I know he was in the car.
Yeah, he says, yep.
I don't think I said anything in there, but I was watching. I gave you a thumbs up.
Ever11 said something fishy about this place.
Something needs to happen big fishy about this place.
East Tennessee or Lonnie says, Fishy has great lives in the mornings. What time do you go live in the mornings, Fishy? And are you, you got a bite on, oh, that's the wind doing that. Yeah. That wind will get tricky.
I catch him in the afternoon.
In the afternoon? Is he, are you,
he may go early, but you know what I'm saying?
11 a.m. at the latest?
Dang, you see that bass?
Yeah, I seen it. Whoop. Are you, East Coast time or are you, Midwest or West Coast time, Fishy? Oh, another fish just jumped right out there.
Stupid fish. Eat.
Central time. Gotcha. So he's, what is that one? That's 1 hour behind us, ain't it? I think it is 1 hour behind us. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 1 hour behind us. I heard that I don't know how true or how.
I have a bunch of walleye to eat.
Oh yeah, walleye are great eating fish. Yeah, 1 hour says Lonnie. Can't remember what I was about to say. Yeah, I just definitely prank. He'll come back.
Talking about fishy things or Central
Yeah, I can't remember.
or Lonnie.
There was something I was gonna. It just flew right out.
Lonnie's fault. Lonnie's fault. I'm just gonna start following Lonnie around.
Lonnie, you catch some big ones too now.
Yeah, he was on them the other day.
That 37 pounder he caught was nice.
Yeah.
Fishy says Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, all spring.
What's crazy is Lonnie got on them real good the other night, and then it's like you hit that one spot and you get on them, and then you're thinking, okay, the bite's on, it's on fire.
Yeah.
and then there's nothing. It's like, what the crap?
Just dies off. Lonnie said, "Don't take my fish." I ain't gonna take your fish, only mine, Lonnie.
You're killing all your fish.
Don't worry, your fish are still
Killing
out in the
all your
river.
fish, Lonnie.
Only fish I'm gonna take is gonna be mine. It's funny because sometimes I'll joke around with my mom. She'll feed the squirrels in her front yard and whatnot,
Mhm.
and I say, "Boy, them squirrels sure are looking tasty." Yeah,
Yeah,
she said, "You better not shoot my squirrels." And I said, "Oh, don't worry, I'm not gonna shoot your squirrels. I'm gonna shoot my squirrels." So I'll leave your squirrels alone. I always tell people 11 a.m., but I usually start earlier than that. Okay. Got to babysit in the morning. Fixing to go to bed, got to babysit in the morning.
Ooh,
M. Ramey. Babysit in the morning, huh? Are you squirrel is delicious. Are you talking about Lila? You referring to Lila? Squirrel is very good. As long as you cook it up and don't overcook it to where it's just too tough, it's really good.
not a lot of meat there though.
Squirrel Alfredo. Yeah, there's not much on them. You got to get a good few of them to make you a meal or two. But
Oh, we're getting a bite again.
oh yeah, you are getting a bite.
He's pecking at it.
Everlovin says, "I made squirrel Alfredo with wild mushrooms and wild." Now that sounds like a gourmet wild game dish. I would definitely eat that up. Are you do you really go to babysit in the morning? Or are you they're all my huh?
Have some.
Oh, the squirrels.
Hey, we need to make some squirrel Alfredo. That would be pretty good. You know, like our shrimp Alfredo.
Yeah.
Do a squirrel Alfredo. Or
As long as you-
rabbit Alfredo.
Yeah, as long as you
Fry it up good and then throw it in there or something.
yeah, I found that if you boil the squirrel meat first, that's the key. That's the
Mhm.
key to getting the squirrel meat tasty and not chewy or tough and tasting just like chicken. Is you boil it for about 10 minutes on a rolling boil, take it out, and then cook it into whatever dish you're planning on doing.
Hey, I know another thing we could do. Frog leg.
I love frog legs. I'll eat my weight in frog
Alfredo.
legs.
Some frog legs. Then just go ahead and pull it off the bone.
Fishy says I ain't really ever eaten a meat that I wouldn't eat again. Well, yeah, now that you say it like that, same.
I don't know.
I mean, unless
I
it was
don't think I
badly
have.
cooked or something, but Fishy says, you overthinking it? Lonnie says,
That's a good point. I don't know if I've ever ate anything that I wouldn't eat again. I'm thinking though.
one time I ate a canned mackerel sandwich and it was just not good at all. It was not. I did not.
Canned mackerel.
Yeah, it was mackerel from a can, and
Yeah,
it just
I
was.
mean, that could be just the kind of mackerel it was.
Yeah, and just old cheap canned food, you know.
Mm-hmm.
The fresh mackerel probably tastes real good. Lonnie says, I thought I was the fish whisperer until I started fishing in the morning this week. Humbled. Oh, so you do go to babysit? Okay. Everlevin says, I have that on my channel, Travis. Cool deal. Frog legs, yum, says Cindy. Yes, frog legs, eat my weight in them. Every time I go to the Chinese buffet, I always try to get them if they have them out there. Otter Cat says, you ever try coyote? You won't do it again. I have never tried coyote, but I would not be against trying it, to tell you the truth.
I might try it, but you're probably right. I probably would try it again.
Well, I think I watched a video from, I think his name is Steven Ranella from Meat Eater, and they cooked up coyote one time, and I think they made it into fajita. They cut it and cooked it like fajitas. They said it tasted good on the video. I mean,
Now, see, this is my problem with meat. It's like you said, if you boil the squirrel, well, what if you boiled the coyote? And then if you season it enough, are you just tasting the seasoning, or are you just still tasting the meat?
I mean, you'd get some of the meat, but that seasoning definitely helps cover up some of that wild game stuff. Cindy says, I want to try squirrel and rabbit. They're good, Cindy. Everlevin says, rabbit is my favorite white meat. Yeah.
Rabbit's good.
Rabbit, yeah, it's if you marinate it, it will turn white. It comes out red, fresh red. But if you marinate it, it can go white. The muddy water screwed up your crappie. I like the squirrel better than the rabbit. Yeah, the next rabbit I cook, I'm gonna try do a little different and make it a little bit better. I think.
What Lonnie said, the muddy water screwed the
Yep.
crappie up.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't think I would get it. That may be what's wrong with Norris up there. Now, I was in Cove Lake and I ended up getting 3, which it cleared up a little bit. So
Yeah, bowling it breaks down the muscle, makes it tender. When he says, yeah, it definitely does. Mary says squirrels are just cute rats. They're rodents. They basically are. I mean, if you've ever caught a real big rat in a rat trap or whatever, and if you've ever shot a squirrel or hunted a squirrel or picked one up out of the road from roadkill or whatever, they're basically the same animal except one has a fluffy tail and one don't.
that's true.
I guess the rats are probably a little more nasty than squirrels, but because they probably not as clean as a squirrel maybe, but if you have to put a bunch of stuff on meat to eat it, it probably ain't good to start with, says Ottercat.
Yeah, I agree. Because I can throw a steak in the skillet or whatever and just not put nothing on it.
Yeah, I still like putting some salt and pepper and whatnot.
I usually throw a little bit of seasoning salt on it.
Lonnie says, did you catch any crappie off topside, Travis?
Topside?
Oh, that's what it says, off topside.
I didn't go. Oh, you talking about when I was throwing the net?
Are you talking about the net, Lonnie, or are you talking about something else?
When I was throwing the net, no, all I got was stupid bass. And that one gizzard and a bunch of thread fin. There's a log right there and they can't get back into the lake.
Fishy said, for all I know, that might be the other 30% in the Taco Bell meat.
That could be.
Yeah, and Lonnie said, yeah, the net.
Yeah,
So-
the only thing I got was I got one decent sized bass. Actually, it's a good sized bass. I think I got it on video.
Yeah, the next rabbit I'm going to cook, I'm going to do a little bit different. The last rabbit, it was pretty good, but the meat was a little bit chewy, not a lot of bit, but just a little bit. I think it was because of the type of marinade I used. I didn't use a buttermilk marinade or bullet or nothing like that. There you go. Was that a largemouth?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That was the first one I caught him on net.
Too bad that was a net catch. That's not a bad little largemouth there, too. That was a good little size one. You need to bull. Yeah, that's what I should have done, Lonnie. I was literally contemplating bulling it.
There's
But-
the second one.
That's not bad either. That's a little smaller, but since I already had it in a marinade, I figured it would be okay. But to tell you the truth, hindsight, I should have bulled it still, and it would have made it better. It definitely would have made it better. The next, I got 2 rabbits in the freezer right now, and I'm going to do the Hassenpfeffer for one of them, and I'm going to do the other one, a fried rabbit, but do it differently than I fried the last one, and hopefully make it a bit more tender. Heather says, "Oh, nice bass." Otter says, "I had a buddy that owned a barbecue joint for many, many years, and he told me he could barbecue a boot and people would eat it." Where's Cindy? She left. She's got to work in the morning. She had to leave about 45 minutes ago. I cooked. See, that's what I've also heard, Lonnie, is a pressure cooking rabbit will also make it super good. He said, I cooked rabbit dumplings in pressure cooker a few years ago. Amazing. Oh, that's a nice looking dam. Or what is it got? It is a dam, like a little spillway dam, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, it's just coming out.
Where's that at? Up at Knoxville area?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Whoa! Look at all of them, dude. No problem getting live bait. Yeah, Cindy's in the chat, but she's not physically here. She's still in the chat, though. Yeah, Lonnie. Yeah, Lonnie said bait. You'd have to get a pretty smaller cast net so they wouldn't slip through your meshing. Or you could put one of those little fish traps out there with some bread in it or something like that. Let them swim in that. That was some nice clear water. Oh, let me go back up. I think I missed it. I miss you, Cast Blast. I do watch the videos. Thank you, Heather. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've been more focused on hunting this winter, but now that basically winter's over, starting today, tomorrow, I'll be more getting back into the fishing mood and the camping mood of things. Lonnie says, "Eyes on the road, woman."
Watch the road.
So that's what Ottercat said too. Cindy, you need to pay attention to the road. Talk to text, Otter, says Cindy. Next month is turkey season. Yes, it is. You're right, Fishy. April is opening turkey season. I think it's, was it the 20th or the 14th? 24th? Somewhere in there. Have to look again. 17th? Yep, somewhere in there. How was my hunting season, says Everliving? It was decent. It could have been better. My deer season could have been better. My crossbow kind of screwed me out of several harvests, to tell you the truth. I had shot at least 4 different deer and missed every time, and I didn't know how I was missing because I was within range and on point. And then after I started thinking to myself, because I practiced with it. Oh, I'll change that in a minute. I practiced with it, and everything was good on target. Practice. Get out there in the woods with broadheads, and it ain't hooking up. And then I get back to the house. I started practicing with the broadhead. Oh, there you go, Travis. I started practicing with the broadheads after I had missed the deer and realized that my crossbow is not holding a group worth for nothing shooting broadheads, even at like 10 meters. It was missing crazily. So I'm about to get me a better bow.
I'll get up if he bends it soon.
Well, is that the first one or was it the third one?
The middle one.
The middle one? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm ready for opening weekend, says Lonnie, for turkeys. Heck yeah. Oh, that was the third one. Yep. Middle one of the big 3. We're getting a nibble on, if you're counting from left to right, on number 3 here. Something's nibbling. Meters? Did I say meters? He said meters. Where are you from, Cass? His auto. Did I say meters?
Meters?
I don't know if I even said meter. I might have and just forgot about it.
Meters? The meat eater. It's a meat eater.
Well, I can't remember if I was
Could
talking
be a
about
meter.
distance or something.
Oh,
Oh yeah, 10 meters. Did I say 10 meters? There it
yeah.
goes. We got a little action. Let's see.
You gonna take it?
Yeah, if I must have said meters. Hope to go fishing soon as my family wants to. Hope we catch some, Heather. Broadheads fly different than field tips. I shoot Rage and they come with a practice tip design just like the broadhead. Yep, and that's where I messed up. And it cost me at least 3 different deer that I could have had in my freezer right now. But it is what it is. You live and you learn.
Is he gonna get in his mouth?
I guess I need to get me some better broadheads and see if it was just the broadheads and I can keep my same crossbow and just upgrade broadheads. Because that'd be a lot cheaper than
So
trying
was
to
it just crossbow season or something?
archery.
Okay.
But I do have a longbow, but I just prefer to use the crossbow. It's easier,
Yeah.
just to squeeze a trigger. Hope this.
I was getting
Hope
ready
this
to say,
spring or
I thought
summer.
about 6 would probably be just a lot easier.
Oh yeah. Yeah, getting the 308 out is definitely a lot easier on them. For me, easier for them too. Probably when you hit them instantly, drop instantly.
When I was young, I used to use the 30-30.
Yeah, that's like one of the most common deer rifle cartridges out there.
I didn't even have a scope on it.
Just the irons. Yep. Lever action.
Yep.
Yep. Fixed. They were fixed. Just the cheapo Allens from Walmart. You know, because I was trying to. I didn't have a lot of money to put into the expensive broadheads at the time, and I knew I was going to be using some to practice with just to see. So I was trying to cheap out, and they can't hold accuracy worth nothing. Got snow. Have to wait until it melts. Heather's got snow.
Man, snow. It's too late for you having any snow. I think my girl still got snow though.
You gonna get your fishing license soon?
You remember them? They may still sell them. You know, Marlin 22s.
Lever actions?
No, there's little automatics, semi-automatic.
Marlins. I know they make the Ruger 1022s. I got one of those.
But it came with a scope, and I'll tell you what, that was the most accurate gun that I've ever shot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh wait a second.
that thing, you could not knock it out of. You couldn't knock the sight. I mean, the scope out or anything. I mean, it was dead on.
I think my bolt action Mac 22 Magnum might be a Marlin. Now that I'm thinking about the brand, that might be a Marlin brand. Lonnie says 30-06 is a laser beam. Yeah,
Laser beam.
sure is.
I think we just had a pecker. That's all it was a pecker neck.
I take it very seriously, Ever 11. It's just the broadheads were screwed on me. I thought they were all good, but apparently they weren't. So I used the cheap Allen field tips too. So I figured buy the Allen field tips, buy the Allen broadheads, they should hopefully hold the same target, but they definitely didn't.
I would say the tips and stuff, they could get in some money on some of them, couldn't you?
Yeah,
Are they high?
the mechanical ones, yeah. Like I was buying the cheap packs, and they're for a pack of 3, they're like 12, 13 bucks.
Well,
Yeah, about $3 or $4 a broadhead. And if you're going for the real expensive mechanical ones, you can spend, I want to say, upwards of 10, maybe even 20 a head, possibly.
I think the most I ever got into archery was just like a regular bow and shooting at a target.
Yeah,
I guess you'd call it a deadhead or something.
just the field tips. Yeah. Lonnie says he pays $50 for 3. Yeah, so about 20 a pop for the good ones. Yeah, 10 to 20 a pop for the good ones. Which, if you compare that to ammo prices, it's so much more. Because a bullet, you can get a bullet for, depending on the bullet itself, but anywhere from 70, 80, 90 cents to $1, a couple, $2, $3 to $4 a shot, depending if it's more expensive.
The old man, he'll take the grandson shooting. And they'll go up. It's up on Harry's land up there toward Huntsville. And man, he will go through 300 or 400 rounds.
Just firing, boom, 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 boom.
He's all about the guns now.
Heck yeah.
He's gonna go into the Army when he finishes college, so he's all about the guns now. We did the ROTC all the way through high school and everything.
Yeah.
He's gonna go down there to Chattanooga, whatever it is called, and go from there and then into the Army. So I think they've got some ROTC stuff down there.
Yeah.
It'll be good for him though.
Uh, can't reuse a bullet. Yeah, can't. No, well, you can't use the bullet, not unless if you go dig it out the ground and melt it down and form it back up.
That's true.
But no, hardly anybody's gonna do
So
that.
is the broad are they good after you shoot them? What if
Uh,
they hit a tree?
the broadhead. Oh, if they hit a tree, they're gonna boom. Yeah, they're gonna shatter. Yeah, they're
So as
dead.
long as you hit the animal, you might get it back.
Well, depending on where you hit the animal,
Right.
if you hit it in the like a thick bony part, it might still break the broadhead. But if you get it like clean through and through, you might be able to reuse it. Yeah, it's possible. I probably would just go ahead and use a fresh one, but
Right.
I shoot autocat says I shoot compound, longbow, recurve. I like primitive shoots the best. I got like I got a longbow, a takedown longbow, survival style. I haven't used it in forever though. Mary says I think there's a fish on that middle pole, or middle, not metal.
They may be Murray. He's been pecking at it. He just won't. He won't bend it. If it is, it's a little bitty one.
If you use 150 grain broadhead, if you use to, oh, I'm gonna read that. It's me. If you use like 150 grain broadhead to get better groups or switch to a good mechanical, yeah, I need to get into mechanical. That's probably the way to go. Yeah, the Lonnie says the good ones will hold sharpness unless if it hits bone. I've killed 5 deer with the same broadhead. Heck yeah. Well, at the price of dang near $20 a broadhead, I'd like to hope that you'd be able to hopefully try to, now, granted, if it hits the bone, that it's going to screw the blades up,
Stupid fish. Just take it. Just eat it. Quit picking at it.
The wind's picking back up.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you, Heather.
I'm not going to see if he's there. I don't think he is, but we'll see. Maybe a little baby stuck in his mouth.
We're going to see if Travis might get one. We'll see. Rage hypodermic. Is that a broadhead? I'll have to look that one up. Yeah, because I need to get me some good broadheads and practice with those to see if it was just the old broadheads doing that, or if it was actually my crossbow. Because my crossbow I actually had to get restrung, and I'm not even sure if the shop did it proper. I assume they did because it works when I shoot field tips, but switching over to broadheads, it goes wonky. You snagged? No. The wind's picking back up again, folks. We're about to get some white caps. Don't practice with broadhead goals. Yeah, right. Well, I think they make some of the those thick foam style archery targets now for the broadheads. I want to say they do nowadays. You were probably planing with the broadhead. How fasting your crossbow? You're probably planing with the broadhead. I'm not sure what that means. Do you know what that means? You were probably planing with the broadhead. How fast is your cross? What is my crossbow? It's the Barnett Recruit is it the Barnett Recruit Compound? I think is the one it is. I have to look again, but I think that's the name of the one I got. Is the Barnett Recruit Compound crossbow. Block has a broadhead target, but it still dulls the blades. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Probably 350 FPS. Yeah, I'd say somewhere in that ballpark. Somewhere in there.
Double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap, double.
The number is probably the speed, like 350, etc. Okay. Yeah, I'm not huge into like I haven't done archery all my life or nothing. I'm not like deep into it. I've actually just started kind of recently getting into it the past few years, trying to take my crossbow out and harvest a deer. I've yet to successfully do that, but hopefully this season. Yeah, plain wings. Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying now. Gotcha. Yeah, they were all over the place. Hopefully those good mechanical ones. I'll buy me some of those for this fall season comes around. Practice up with those this summer and make sure everything's working proper. Heather says, I don't hunt, but some of my family does. It's a good way to sustain yourself with some meat. I'll go grab my jacket out of the car. I'll be right back and go grab my jacket.
Two-toed. You see?
Got my turkey chair too. Got me some armrests and a backrest.
Mm.
Oh, that's perfect. All right, let's see here. Move this back a little bit. So let's see, what did I miss? Get the mega meats or something with a clip, because if they open in flight, your shot will be way off too. Okay. I have a Parker and it only shoots 340, but I use 100 grain broadhead. So if it passes through, no problem. Heavier bolt and head will pack a punch, but not pass through. Of course, 340 will blow through a deer, maybe not if it catches both shoulders. Right, yeah, because of the bone. Or the spine, maybe. Heather's still calling them in. Thank you, Heather. Get that this cam one more level. There we go. Oh, it's trying to walk itself down. Stay still now. There we go. Heather says, I think everyone has the wind today. Yeah, it's been a windy day.
Yeah.
I guess it's the spring March type weather coming in. All right, now fish.
12:01. We say it's giving 12:30.
Yeah.
Run up to the dam so we can catch a crappie or something.
Yeah, we can give that a shot. Ever living. So,
Throw a few catfish rods out.
yep, we can skip July and August. Spring fishing straight to fall deer.
You ready to do some deer hunting?
Yeah, I love me some deer hunting too. Heather said, I know the fish are in the water somewhere. Come on, fish.
Yeah, I mean, we got everything out there. If he don't like something that's going through there, then they just ain't eating. You got crappie, you got shad, gizzard shad, you got white bass.
Lonnie says, go above the dam and park at the boat ramp. Crappie are shallow in the creeks.
We might be. I mean, we could walk there.
I dread summer so bad. I live for fall. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the Tennessee summer. They can get pretty bad. Effed up huge this year on the giant. Oh man, that's always a bummer. I've been upgrading my arrows every year. It comes with the territory. Gotcha. Yeah, Lonnie says I hate summer.
He hates winter too, though.
I guess spring and fall is his thing.
That's on the one. Yeah, yeah.
BFA, what's going on? Stacy's in here.
Where does Stacy?
Old Bank Fishing Adventures in the house. Appreciate you joining in.
How do salmon make it into Tennessee from the ocean?
Do they make it in Tennessee from the ocean?
By truck and plane.
Yeah. Everyone says I head north in the summer. It's not a bad idea. Try to beat the heat.
I was telling Cindy, I said, yeah, that would be cool to do. Just go on the United States up and down, depending on the time of the year.
Yeah. Stacy says, Travis.
We do, Stacy.
Lonnie says, I love winter fishing. Just got in a funk this year. I'm too fat for summer. Heck, you don't even got to be a big person not like summer. I'm not a huge fan of it. I prefer winter over summer.
It'll come off of you here pretty soon. You get out there running around on them banks and stuff this summer. You'll sweat it off.
Just got off work, says Stacy. Last summer I went to the UP. Is that the Upper Peninsula?
Oh,
UP, I think that stands for the Upper Peninsula. Yep, that's my dream, says Fishy. I want to be a goose.
yeah. Ain't no doubt. Hey, with some of the campers they make nowadays, the ones that's kind of like in the UPS trucks, they've got the pop outs on the side and everything. Oh, Little Rock got by.
Oh, Fishy says, y'all really don't have winter. Be careful what you wish for. Yeah, our winters are relatively mild.
It's not, it's nothing like.
Oh, let me get you wrenched up there, Lonnie. If I can use my finger.
Did Cindy make it home?
Cindy still in the chat? Did you make it home? If so, did I pin that or wrench it? Oh, I pinned it. Come on, my fat finger ain't working.
Wait a minute, I'm gonna time him out before you do.
Oh no, he's standard moderator. It says he is.
Dang.
Yeah, it says he is.
I was gonna time him out for 10 seconds.
Heather's still calling him in, hunting stuff here.
Get him, Heather.
Everybody's asking if Cindy's in here. She made it home safe. I lived in Morristown for a couple years,
Oh, okay.
is what Fishy said. but Wisconsin most of my life. Yeah, Wisconsin's definitely a lot more worse winters than we got down here. See what Lonnie said?
Mm-mm.
I'll never show you any more tips, Travis.
You will do it. I actually give him good ideas for videos, so he'll do it. He'll make a video and show me. That's what he did last time. I said, "You're just gonna have to teach me how to catch crappie." He said, "I'll make a video and show you how."
Yeah.
Because I don't like having to go get. I mean, I've always fished for crappie with minnows,
Yeah. Yep.
and I hate that.
Having
you
to,
gotta
yeah.
keep them alive. You got all the stupid
Transporting
stuff.
the
And I
water
don't
in the
even-
bucket.
and I wouldn't even mess with them.
Yeah.
And he said, "Well, I'll make a video and show you how I'm doing it. And you won't have to worry about the minnows no more." Works good. So everybody go check out that video.
Yeah, I
Donnie.
watched that video. That when he was fishing right there
Yeah.
next to the dock.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it works everywhere.
Yeah. He was catching some good
Yeah.
ones.
I mean, I was throwing out in the middle of the lake and catching them.
Was he using either? Well, I can't remember if he was using gulps or Bobby Garlands. What was he using?
Bobby Garland's,
Yeah.
The ones he was using was Monkey Milk.
Monkey Milk,
but
yeah.
I couldn't find them. And I got the Pearl White,
Yeah.
and they worked good. And I had a different one, maybe in my pocket. Hang on.
Cindy says she's home.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad you made it home safe, Cindy.
This may be them. It was working too.
Thank you, Heather. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, this is them. This is the mayflies.
The mayflies.
Yeah.
Got a little red in there as well. Okay.
I was catching them on them too.
Heck yeah, that'll get the job done.
I mean, a Barbie Garland works pretty good.
Yeah.
Actually. I
You can catch all kinds of different fish on those.
Yeah.
Just like you caught that big striper.
Yeah,
on.
I caught a striper on one, so you just it's like I said in that video, you never know what you're gonna catch. I walked all the way up there that little weird dam, and I figured, well, that water's awful muddy, but I figured, okay, there's a current break right there, and I just let it go through that current break,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that sucker got nailed that first time. If you ain't went and watched that video on Catfish Cindy or Skipjack Cindy's, go check that video out where that striper, he nails it that first time and it just bends the hook.
Heck yeah, man. You gotta
And then
love
the
it.
second time I had to fight him, but I turned the freaking camera off in the middle of the fight.
Fishy thanks. I think Lonnie answered your question.
Lonnie, straighten up.
Oh,
The crap was that?
did you see that? That was like right there, like at the end of your line, man.
What was it?
I couldn't tell. It was a good fish, though.
It flopped like 3 times. It was like pow, pow, pow. That's crazy.
A good fish was just like, I mean, just right out here. Flew right up out the water. It was just like, I don't know, 20 feet off the bank.
They need to eat. I wonder if they're eating them baby shad that's all around there. I seen some flashing.
Was that what
around
was?
them.
Is that what the small fish was that swam into my finger earlier? It was like that long.
No, I think they're out a little bit further. It's probably just some little bitty minnows close to the bank there. But if you'll wash right out through there, right at the end of that light in the water, I think them shad, them smaller shad, threadfin,
Uh
are right out there.
huh.
And
Okay.
I think that's what's hitting them, or they're eating whatever's out there. It could be striper.
Everleven says I'm on a curly tail kick. Curly tails do the job. You can catch them on curly tails, that's for sure.
Yeah, I like using curly tails. I use a lot of curly tails catching
Skipjack.
skipjack,
Yep.
white bass.
Yep.
I've actually caught crappie on curly tails, but not as much as on these Bobby Garland. I think it's all in the twitch,
Yeah.
the way you're twitching it.
Yeah. And it seems like you got to move it real slow,
Mhm.
methodical,
Yeah, real
you know.
slow.
Because the moment you start picking up any speed on it, they just turn away. It
Yeah.
seems like. Lonnie said, "Get the net, Travis."
I know that's right.
fish, he says. I think it was a bat. Now, that one was actually a fish. It came up out of the water and went back down in there. There are some bats flying around, though. I remember one night I was fishing a local pond, a small pond, and it was at night and I didn't have a big bright light on, so I just had the smaller camera light. And every now, like every 4 or 5 minutes, I'd see and hear the rod jingle and it'd get hit just real quick, like. And I was thinking, yes, there's a cat out there nibbling. And then I eventually ended up seeing it was a bat that kept on flying and trying to land on the line.
Oh, okay.
And that kept on pulling the line down, which was making the bell jingle and stuff.
At Cove Lake, I seen one, and I guess it's from the bugs that get on your line. They will come down and grab them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep.
He was after the bugs that was getting on my line.
Yep. That's definitely the bugs attracted to the lights, and then the bats come get the bugs. Yep. Ever Living says, I only crappie fish when they're easy to catch. Are they ever easy to catch? Heck, I haven't caught a crappie. Well, I actually caught one a few weeks ago out of the pond. That was the first crappie I've caught in forever, man. I've been trying to catch a few when I go out carp and catfishing. Throw out a little gulp, little Berkeley gulp. And I catch some others, bluegills, red ears, shell cracker, whatever you want to call them, stuff like that with it. I've yet to get me a, besides the pond one, which was a small crappie. Good crappie besides that one this year. There's I saw that I think on one of your lives. Might have been. He said, yeah, I would find schools and slips on Lake Erie. Oh, heck yeah. On Lake Erie and do well. Same with yellow perch and walleye, etc. Heck yeah. Was you bank fishing or from the boat there off of the Lake Erie?
That's crazy. Look at the retention on that short.
It shot right up. Oh, the retention.
400 and something.
Wow. 400%.
That's retarded.
Otherwise, I did medium pour fishing for them, or med pour. Fishy says, well, I'm going to call it a night. I'll catch you later. Have a good one, Fishy. I appreciate you joining.
Later, Fishy.
You have a good one, bud.
If you fishing tomorrow, I'll try to come in.
Dog and I, what's going on? Welcome in, welcome in.
We're done, Curtis.
Old Curtis in here.
They got about 16 minutes and we're going to head to the dam.
Cindy says, good night, y'all. Good night, Cindy. Yeah, you better be getting to sleep. Gonna be tired in the morning. Fishy says, yeah, I'll get a loan in. Not Travis. He said Travis, but Curtis says them look like Travis and Cindy rods. They are.
Cindy had to go home.
Yeah. I got mine, the one off here to the, where my finger right here. Got mine there, and we got some set up down this way, down that way. Sleep good, says Lonnie.
Yeah, you better get some much sleep.
Everlivin says, yep, good night, y'all. Be safe. Thank you, Everlivin.
Later, Everlovin.
Curtis says, oh shoot, I've been watching crappy TV.
Not crappy TV.
Lonnie says, I've caught some nice fish right on down from there.
Yeah, I mean, we could go on down, but I don't know.
And Curtis says, the anvil rods are actually showing up neon yellow green on camera.
I know what they do, don't they?
They glow, yeah, the
They're
light
blue,
bounces on
yeah.
them and glows.
That was one reason we bought them rods, was just because we wanted to go with something that would you could
Show
just
up
put
on
a
camera.
light and it just pick it up.
Right, without having to get glow plane or black
Yeah,
lights or
yeah, we didn't want to go with the black lights.
he says usually the light makes them appear white on camera. They look good, by the way. They do look good. They got a good visual appearance to them.
So on this one, let me go over here and look. I was on them a while ago. Maybe it's Cindy's camera that's making them look white. It's a good possibility.
So on her camera, the whole rod shows up white.
That's what I'm looking. I'm gonna go look live and see the difference.
Because they're pretty bright green, yellow green
Yeah.
on my screen here.
Let's look at them earlier on her. She was closer, but I don't know. Yeah, that's what they look like on hers.
I got some,
Let's
not
see.
as pop. They look more yellow on there
Yeah.
compared to this one here.
Yeah, that's true.
Like a
Yeah,
glowing
they-
green there, have a more of a yellow shade there.
Yeah.
Here, kitty fishy. Curtis is meowing on man and barking on man.
We need something to get them in here. Get them, Curtis.
Stacy says, raccoon head for bait. No, I still got the raccoon head in the freezer right now. I'm hopefully going to plan on using that for a camping trip. I'm going to try to have my raccoon head, a rabbit head, and a squirrel head out all night, or as long as it'll stay on the hook, and see which one hooks up first. Bank Fishing Fisher says, woo!
Woo! I would get loud, but we got a house.
Yeah.
Right there. I mean, probably what?
20 yards, 25 yards.
Yeah.
We
Right
would
in
get a little
front
bit
of it.
louder, but we are right next to somebody's home. Somebody lives right here next to the boat ramp, so we can't get too awful loud. Don't want them calling law enforcement on us late at night, disturbing the peace and whatnot. You know. Oh, come on, work with me. There we go. Throw some boulders to corral them near you.
Hmm.
If only it worked like that.
Come on, fish. That little one even quit hitting that little rod. He said, "That's my brother. I'm not gonna eat him."
Yeah, you got a taste of him. He said, Curtis said, yins in them people's front yard.
Yeah.
Just about,
Man, I would
basically.
like to live right there. I know Chickamauga like the back of my hand.
I mean, I guess there'd be pros and cons to it. I mean,
Well,
yeah,
that's
you
true.
could be right here and go fishing just right out on your front yard anytime you want. But then you also got to, I guess, worry about if it's a flood season, how high the flood waters might come up.
Well, that's true. I just have to deal with that though.
But you'd be right here. You could, heck, probably don't even need your truck to get your boat down here. You probably just push it down here.
Hey, I'm telling you what I do on that pole right there. I'd put me a camera, and I'd leave it live fishing,
Yeah.
because somebody's gonna always be down here fishing.
That's a good idea. I have a bait in the water 24/7. Wait, I have a bait in the water 24/7. I'd have the pool and my bedroom be on it.
Yeah, I'd probably cut them bushes right there, and I'd have some rods thrown out there, and or you can pull them all the way back to your porch.
Yeah, you can fish from your porch.
Yeah. Well, when the water was up, you wouldn't even have to be no, you wouldn't even have to cut the bushes then,
No, it's probably the water would come up to about right where we're sitting, I'd say.
at least.
But I'll probably put a big old cowbell on it so I wasn't getting woke up every night by a little catfish. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the little jingle bells on mine, but yeah, the little dinks will jingle it off all night long.
Make sure it was something at least worth getting up for.
Yeah, more cowbell.
It's nice out here, though. I think this is one of the first nights that it's been kind of like this. There was one other night that me and Cindy was out that was kind of like this. It might have been Sunday. I don't know. No, it was Friday night.
Yeah.
And them frogs around here somewhere. When we was down there in Knoxville, she was sick.
Oh, man, that sucks.
I would have stayed out all night catching carp. We was about out of bait though. We used the whole thing of pack bait. Come on, fish. Eat. I think they're on to us.
Yeah.
$12.24.
We had some nibbles on those cut baits out there on that
Yeah.
white bass head. Got a little bit of nibble action, and the yellow bass head. Ain't got no nibbles on the deer liver since I put that out though. Heather said she'd fish very often if she lived there, as in this house here.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there on the riverfront. And actually, this creek is right next to a creek too. So I mean, you can do a little creek fishing and river fishing. You can take a little kayak or canoe up the creek.
Yep.
Heck, wade it probably in some spots. This creek actually right here runs all the way up to some hunting property, and it runs into the middle of some hunting property on down the way. Curtis says, "Wanna watch the astronauts splash down yesterday evening?" Not sure what you mean there.
They came back from space.
Oh, it was cool. It was so cool because there was like all these dolphins and stuff circling the pod and jumping. I thought it was
Oh, that's cool.
short at first. Oh, I thought it was a YouTube short, I guess is what we meant by that.
That's
No, I haven't
wild
seen
there, ain't
that.
it?
No, I didn't see that clip. Sharks. Oh, sharks, not shorts.
Oh,
Shark-
sharks.
Sharks. Thought it was sharks at first. It was dolphins.
That's cool. I wonder why they decided to jump around it like that. Dolphins are smart though. It's actually
Yeah,
kinda-
dolphins are real smart.
It's kind of weird how smart they are. Really,
Yeah, they're
highly intelligent.
Yeah.
Way. Actually, they've got built-in radar and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's weird.
echolocation type stuff. Yeah. I didn't see it, Curtis. Where was that? Was that here in America?
I don't know where they landed at. Where'd they land at, Curtis? I assume probably California.
Off the west coast. It was so cool. There was all these dolphins circling the capsule, and circling. I thought they were sharks at first. Yep. I thought they might be sharks at first. I'd be, yeah. If there was anybody inside the pod, I'd be saying, "I ain't getting out of the pod." Oh, it was in Florida, I think, is what Heather said.
Oh, Florida, okay.
Off the coast of Florida. I'm not sure if it was east or west, but probably east. I can't. Was it like? It might have been even a year ago now, because time flies so quickly. And it might even been closer to 2 years now. It was at least a year, if not closer, maybe closer to 2 years now. And I can't remember exactly which creek, but it was here in Ray County. Somebody found that 4-foot gator, and I think they were out fishing. It was either they were out fishing or trapping, I think, and found a gator, the 4-foot gator, in a creek. And I'm pretty sure they was able to capture it somehow, and called the state TWRA, and they came and picked it up.
I know up there at North, they spotted that one up there, and they ended up coming up there getting it. It was real cold at the time, and it was kind of lethargic, so I don't guess they had any problems with it. Some boys was up there fishing and seen it. They may have caught it actually, snagged it or something. But TWRA came and got it.
Yep. They usually try to take them, I guess, back down to Florida or Alabama or somewhere, Georgia, whatever. Yeah, it was on YouTube channel. The video is still up. It was recording from an aerial view, and it looked like all these sharks circling. Flipper the sea flipper. Oh, Flipper the king, the sea flipper. They landed in the it's the Gulf of America. Yeah, they changed the name, didn't they? It was spectacular. I'll have to see about watching that later. I wonder what the deepest spot is out here in this like part in front of us.
It's not real deep. I think it was 26.
At the deepest out
So
here?
it's only probably about 20 feet.
Wow.
Water's down like 6 feet.
Then, like Tallahassee, I think. Oh, you got it pulled up there. Okay. Oh yeah. You got the raft going up to it. Yeah.
Looks like that thing burn up, don't it?
Yeah. Stacy says probably on Navionics. Yeah, more than likely it would be.
Yeah, I had it pulled up earlier. I was trying to figure out the best place to throw. Basically, straight out.
So it really don't get like super deep
No.
right out there then.
No, it don't.
I thought it would have been a little bit deeper out in the middle of the, main river there. I was figuring maybe 40, 50 foot maybe at least, but
No. That's what I would have thought too. Seems like it really is much. You got boat traffic coming through here. So. It's probably not no deeper than 20 feet all the way across.
wow. I mean, that's deep enough, but it's not like super deep, like you hear about these 70-foot holes and 80-foot holes and.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the little numbers there, 17, 16, 19. Okay. So, okay. Looks like the deepest we got is actually over across the way underneath the bridge at 23 foot, just to the right of the bridge across the way up close to the bank.
And that's with the water up, I think, right there.
Oh, okay.
It probably shows us down in the water. No, well, if you blow up to it, it might. It shows us right at the edge of the water. Because I don't think I got mine on winter pool.
So we're right over here. So, okay, yeah, so about 20 foot. Heck, maybe even 17, 18.
Yeah, you can keep zooming in on it.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see that now. So we're probably not probably about 15 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What they done was, now that Navionics right there, you used to be able to get it for like $10 a year, I think it was. And they went up to like $50 a year.
Yeah.
And what a lot of people ended up doing was, like when you first click onto it, because they already had it downloaded and everything, it says subscribe now.
Mm.
And if you ever have Navionics loaded, you've got it in your phone. The maps that you wanted when you subscribed, because it'll say pick an area, whatever, and you can make it real big or whatever. But now that I've got it loaded in my phone, now if I ever hit subscribe now, after I didn't resubscribe to it, if I ever hit that, it's going to zap me.
Mm.
And that's something new they come up with this past year. So I'll just say not now, and I still got it loaded in here from the last time I subscribed to it.
Oh, so it's like a little loophole thing that they have yet to
they
fix.
was trying to figure out how they was going to get people to resubscribe. Ooh, that was a little
Oh,
large
yeah, we're getting little bites there now. We're getting some
rod again.
bites.
But so I've never hit. I heard somebody say something about it. I forget who it was, and I've never. I just say not now on it, and I still got a lot of the area.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Curtis says a high school friend of mine had a baby gator and in a big storage tote. Its name was Al. The gator made me lose my first cell phone I ever had. You remember the Nokia phones with the antenna you pulled out?
You might take
I was using the antenna to fool with the gator and it jumped to get me and I dropped the Nokia phone in the water.
it.
Those Nokia phones used to be so tough, man.
That's them phones. If you miss,
You could take the phone and throw it across
Yeah,
the
but
room and hit the
if-
wall and it'd be okay.
if I'm not mistaken, them's the ones that had the security on them to where if you punched it in wrong 3 times, you had to take it to the store to get it unlocked.
Can't remember.
It would lock down.
It's been so long since I've had one.
I think that was the ones.
I remember getting like one of my first prepaid Nokia cell phones when I was younger. And I just thought it was the coolest thing ever, you know. And you really couldn't do nothing much on it except for call and text. I mean, they didn't even have apps. It was just calling and texting, and it had like a couple of preloaded like Snake games or Tetris or whatever on there. And I just thought it was the coolest thing ever that I had a cell phone.
Man, I remember when you had to stop the pay phone.
Yeah.
Phone.
You don't ever see none of those around anymore. Like every now and then, you might find a random
Yeah.
one that's out of commission that nobody fooled with taking up.
Last year, Mom was so mad. They finally made her just go with a cell phone instead of her home landline.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she was hot. She fought that forever. So
Yep.
She had to end up getting a cell phone.
Yeah.
And now when you call her, she'll leave it in her purse and she can't hear it. And she still got a flip phone.
Oh,
Yeah.
snake! Heck yeah! Did you see it? Was it? You didn't? Did you see a snake, Curtis?
A snake?
He said snake. Heck yeah! Did we didn't talk about a snake, did we? Did I say something about a snake?
I don't know.
I can't remember
I
now.
didn't see a snake.
Hopefully you didn't see a
Where's
snake.
that?
Did you? You didn't see a
We'll
snake?
catch him. There's plenty of them down here.
There might be. Yeah, water snakes. Heck, even water
Y'all were on
moccasin.
that other ramp. I videoed them steal it. They'll come up and steal the bait if it's next to the water. I
Track
had
phone.
one
Yep.
dragging it in the water.
Yeah, oh yeah. Did you see that? It was I don't know a few months ago. That short I uploaded that water snake eating that whole big bluegill, that sunfish.
I don't know if I've seen it.
Yep, it's
They're bad about it down here though. They
Yep.
will get your bait.
Heather says, I think I remember one of those phones. Still live? How late is it? Catch anything? It is it's like 12:40 something. I'm not sure exact
Yeah.
time, but gotta get to bed, but just wanted to check in. Well, thanks, Britton. You have a good
Thanks,
sleep.
Bratton.
Sleep well, Britton. Oh, the snake game. That's what he was talking about. The snake game.
Snake game.
Yeah, the snake
I
game.
remember.
Yeah, I used to play the snake game. I totally forgot I mentioned that. Yep. They will come after your cut bait. They definitely, they'll do that too.
A lot of places will go if there's like a rocky bank. Them rats, they'll come up there and steal
Yep.
it and take all with it.
Definitely.
Rats and snakes. Snakes, rats.
Raccoons too, yep.
That's what we should do this year. We need to make a video of that.
I bet.
We need to take a bait rod and we need to go rat fishing.
Right, trying to like catch the rats on the hook
Yeah.
and what, use the rats as bait?
Well, sure.
I mean, I've
But
seen
we
people
can
do
catch
that
'em.
before.
We can use small pieces of bait and put it next to the grass at the rocks, and they would come up and get it, and we could hook them.
I've actually hooked a snake before in the mouth. I mean, I technically
I've
was.
snagged one before. He kept sticking his head up.
I seen it on the bank and I dangled I had I think it was a worm on a jig, just a little lightweight jig, and I just kind of was dangling it in front of its face and it just seen it as a threat, I guess. But when it did
Grabbed
it barely hooked its lip, and I got it hooked on its lip and I had to pin its head down and get it unhooked. It was non-venomous water snake, but it didn't get hurt, but I unhooked it and yep, caught a snake. It was pretty cool. Raccoons always try to take my bait sometimes. They do bad. I got to keep my bait in a backpack on my back. Do the raccoons really come like right up to you? I've never had one come right up to me that close. One time this raccoon wanted my bait and I was beating a stick off of the ground to scare it. It kept coming. That's wild. But a piece of that stick broke and hit the raccoon in the face and it charged me. Oh my
Hey,
gosh.
someone up in Kentucky, Hot Mess, she does a lot of metal detecting and fishing.
Okay. Hot mess fishing. Yeah.
And she was out on a little dock pier thing, and she left her lunch bag.
Coons got it.
They done got in it and taken off with it. She
Yep.
had to go chase them, run them off.
And I've never personally seen it happen, but I've heard coons can put a hurting on you. I mean,
Oh, I watched that one attack thing or something or another, and them coons. That girl was walking through the park with her dog now to beat all. The dog ran, I think. But these coons attacked her.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Were they
I mean,
rabid?
I don't know if they may have been, but they did. They actually attacked her and it about eat her up.
Stacy says they will drink out of a straw. Have you seen a coon drink out of a straw, Stacy? Curtis said I had to draw on it and I almost shot it, but it was in city limits. I don't blame you for drawing on it because I probably would too.
Don't come no closer,
Stacy said he's seen one drink out of a juice box.
man. I believe it.
With
I mean, they're the only ones that wash their food, ain't they?
they wash their food?
Yes, they will wash their food or wash their hand. Their food
Oh,
and stuff.
okay.
I don't know if they're washing their food. Maybe they're just washing their hands.
Like,
Their
are you talking about like
feet,
with
whatever,
their mouth or in
Yeah.
water? Like grooming it with their mouth?
with the water?
Oh, with the water.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
You think we should go to the dam?
I mean, we ain't getting no bites here. I mean, we got a couple of bites, but we ain't getting much here. Oh, did you see that? As soon as I said that,
Yeah.
tiny, I think it's probably a shad or something though.
Yeah.
With their people hands, they do have hands that's kind of similar to people's, like little thumbs. Yeah, they wash stuff off. Oh, that's cool. I mean, you did get that one little bite, but nothing crazy here.
Yeah. I would say that's a little channel cat or something.
Yeah, heck, it could have even been
It
like a
could
small
be a
little.
bullhead.
Yeah.
Shannon caught a bullhead on the ramp over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's been forever since I caught a bullhead. It's been actually,
This is.
I think before I started YouTube since I caught a bullhead.
I've never caught one.
You haven't?
Nothing. Never caught a bullhead.
Wow. I caught mine on a, I've caught like, I think 2 or 3 different yellow bullheads before, but where I remember catching one on was a chunk of a pork chop.
Hmm.
I just cut a chunk of a pork chop up and threw it out there expecting either a channel or blue, but a bullhead took it. Yellow bullhead.
Must be real good bait, ain't it?
Yeah, great live bait. Super tough,
Mm-hmm.
hard to kill, so they stay alive for a long time. Where their people, yeah. If they come out during the day, that's not good. The raccoons, that means they're getting ballsy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the raccoons. Have you seen that? I can't remember his name or his channel name. It might be the Raccoon Whisperer. That might be his name.
Raccoon Whisperer?
I can't remember if that's his name or not, but if it's not, that needs to be his name because have you seen these? They're like, I mean, there's I don't know how far. I can't remember the view count, but this guy is on his back porch and he has like 30 to 50 raccoons come up on his back porch and he's
I
feeding
remember
them
seeing that. Yeah.
hot dogs and
Yeah.
stuff. And they're climbing all over him like cats and stuff.
He's crazy. Ain't no way.
Fishing with Chris.
What are you doing, Chris?
What's going on, Chris? I've seen a few during the day, Heather. One of which walked right by me and went on its way. I seen that. You got the video of that when you was, I think that was under the bridge when you was fishing under the bridge there. I remember that. I've never had one walk that close to me. The closest one I seen was the one here recently that was behind me, but
Must have been somebody's pet.
the one that walked close to me, that or maybe rabid.
Yeah, that's true.
Curtis said, we had a raccoon that kept unlocking the locks on the chicken coop. For the longest time, I blamed my kid for not locking both locks.
That's funny.
And your kid's probably like, Dad, I'm telling you, it's not
I
me.
didn't know it.
He's like, well, son, it's not me, and you're the only one else doing it.
I didn't know it.
Yeah, the bridge on Britsville. Yep, I remember that one, Chris. That was pretty cool when that thing walked right by you. It almost like acted like you wasn't even there. Like, no big deal, just somebody, just a human, no big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Heather said she thinks she saw that video too. Yeah, here soon I'm gonna do a raccoon cooking video. I've never ate raccoon meat before, but I have looked up a few different ways, and people do eat them. So I'm gonna try to look up a couple of recipes and whittle it down to which one I'm wanting to do more, in the mood for more or whatever. Chris said, yeah, it was like, hey, I'm doing raccoon things, you're doing human things, bye. Yep. I just seen another shad jump over, little baby shad jump out the water. Uh-oh, we're back.
What happened?
It reconnected.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. We might have lost connection there for a second, but it looks like we're back now. Yeah, I need to get me a tripod like this. Where'd y'all get yours at? Walmart?
Amazon.
Amazon?
I think one of the things on the bottom of that one's broke.
Yeah, but it's still working.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a lot more sturdier than the one I have my camera set up on over there. Like right now, if a good gust of wind came through, it'd knock that thing right over. And one of these days it's gonna do it and it's gonna crack my screen. I'm gonna be so upset.
Yeah, you can. It's kind of a disadvantage with having the legs spread out like that, but you can still adjust it and spread them out. And plus, if you've got wind blowing,
it's sturdy.
What I done was I took a bait rag the other day. It was blowing real hard, and
Heather's calling them in.
I actually found a zip tie. Believe it or not, it was laying there on the ground, and I grabbed the zip tie and put a rock in the bait rag, and then took and folded the rag up around it,
Mm-hmm.
and next to the leg, and zip tied it to the leg.
Okay, so it was like a weight. It was weighting it down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So with the leg spread and that rock on it.
Oh.
Yeah, we're going.
Number 4 is getting nibbled on, guys. Number 4 green. If you're counting from just the rod holders over here.
He needs to slam it.
Yeah, he does. Like that 15-pounder that came by earlier.
You got a 50.
That'd be awesome.
80. Come on, you can do it.
It just went slack too. Might have pulled it up shallow. You can do it, says Stacy.
You can do it. Pull it all the way over there.
Yeah, that was a good one Cindy caught earlier. Not
Yeah.
bad. I'd take 15-pound blues all day, every day.
Yeah, oh yeah. Definitely. It's kind of weird how this water up and down a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
That's a long way.
that's at least 6 foot it's drive, maybe even closer to 7 or 8 foot that that's dropped since I was here earlier.
Mm-hmm. So that's got to be what, a foot or two?
Yeah, if you're thinking about like an elevation wise, yeah. Yeah, I'd say somewhere in there, a foot or two. Does that mean that they're I guess that means that Chickamauga's pulling more. If it's going down, that means Chickamauga's pulling down more, or flowing out more rather,
Either that
or they're stopping their
yeah,
flow
they're
out.
stopping their flow.
Gotcha,
Yeah. More than likely, they're stopping. They slowed it way down.
gotcha. Hunting and Stuff says, "How long are you gonna fish tonight?" That's a good question, Hunting and Stuff. We've been going for about right at almost 2 hours. Well, actually, we've been going longer than that, but this live has been going for about 2 hours. I think we're just gonna play it by ear, really, to tell you the truth, Hunting and Stuff. Just see how long it goes, see where the night leads.
We probably do need to run up to the dam and see.
Yeah,
if
see if the bite's better. Chris said, "Y'all caught anything yet?" That drum I got at the carp spot was the only decent thing I found all year. I seen a picture of that earlier. I was in a little bit of a rush, but I was
That was a
wanting.
good drum.
Yeah, did you get the weight on that, Chris? I can't wait to see that video coming out. I've caught carp there before. It wasn't off of the bank on the corner. I was in my canoe and was on across the creek fishing the riprap rock and caught about did I say carp? I'm gonna say drum if I said carp. Caught a drum that was about like 3 pounds, something like that. So they're over there. Carp, cats,
Y'all know where we
drum.
catch some carp.
up in
We catch all kind of carp.
heck yeah.
It's gonna be a long drive for you though.
That 15 carp night you got, yeah man, you'll burn them
I
out.
know exactly where we can go catch carp.
We got a couple yellow bass, Chris. Nothing crazy, just a couple yellow bass, few yellow bass.
We got that one channel cat and that one blue cat.
Yeah, Cindy and Travis got the channel and the blue earlier when they were live.
But we ain't really. Some little nibbles is about it, really.
Dang, that's a good one, Chris. That's bigger than my PB drum. Oh, we're getting a bite on orange rod over here, folks. That's the white bass head. So if something takes that down, that's gonna be a good sized fish. That's a good chunk of bait on there. He said he couldn't find my scale, but I'm guessing around 12 to 15 pounds. Yeah, that's a good one, man. I'd love to catch a 12, 15 pound drum. I bet that was a great fight.
I can't believe they're not open in Kingston up.
So what's the deal with that?
It's still further notice. Remember, it was supposed to be March the 1st.
Oh, was that what the date? Why is it still?
They still got crap tore up down there and stuff.
Are they building something?
I don't know what they're doing. But yeah, me and Cindy went by there and it said till the ramp and fishing was closed until further notice.
Well, yeah. Congrats, Chris. That's awesome, dude. 12 to 15 pound
That was a
drum.
nice one.
Yeah, I bet that fought hard. Because there's some hard fighters too.
I had one of the things mess with me up there at Concord Bridge one night. I took me because I was down there catching skipjack at night. They'd come in there. And I took me a catfish rod over and I threw me a piece of cut bait out there. And I had it on clicker because I'm over here and I had it down in the rocks. And that stupid thing, I didn't know what it was. it would pick that bait up and go out through there. And anytime I picked that rod up and put
Drop
any
it.
pressure on it, yeah, it just dropped. And it kept doing it and kept doing it. And I was like, man, I'm gonna get his ass. So I just let it free spool for like forever.
Yeah, so he had it,
Yeah.
had it.
And finally hooked him. Big old drum.
How big was it?
I'd have to go back and find a picture of him. I think he was, I don't know.
Heck yeah.
I mean, he's a pretty good size one.
Heck yeah. 8-10 pounder or something there?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. That would be a great fight, Stacy.
Yeah, he kept messing with me though.
The biggest freshwater drum I seen that shimmer out there. I think it was like, was it 7 pounds 6 ounce, and it was was it 26.5 inches, 29 inches. I'll have to go back. It was on a live stream. And I was fishing the spillway up in Calhoun. Got it there. Up there, I see some shad active out there now.
Yep.
And that one, I caught that one on cut bait. I was just throwing out cut bait for catfish. He came along. That's what I thought it was. The whole time I was fighting. I was like, yeah, I got me a good blue. And then finally started seeing it come close to the top of the water. I was like, that's got scales. I was like, that ain't no cat. And I think y'all were actually in my live that night. I'm gonna say I remember Cindy being in there because I had him out of the water for a little bit too long than I should have had because I was trying to get a measurement on him and I was trying to get it on camera. And I'd say I got kind of close to just about killing him because when I got him back in the water, I really had to baby him for about 10 minutes before he was able to swim off strong. But finally, he made it. And I think it was either Cindy or someone in the chat said, if not, that'll be a bunch of good bait, you know?
Yeah. I think my biggest drum, though, was below Fort Loudon Dam.
Heck yeah.
And this is before I did any videoing or anything. But on a big water night crawler.
It sucked it up.
Caught a big old carpet there and a big drum.
Heck yeah.
That right one getting pecked on. They're just pecking on stuff though. It almost makes me wonder if something run in the line.
You never know, it could be. Stacy said they can make an ultralight sing for sure. I bet so.
Yeah.
I caught the 3-pounder on ultralight. It was on a curly tail, a little white curly tail grub. And then the bigger one I caught on cut bait with the catfish rod, so it wasn't as crazy as a fight, but still a good fight nonetheless. Chris says, every striper I've caught was on cut or live bait while chasing cats. I've only caught one striper, and it was on live bluegill chasing flatheads.
Really?
Yep.
Just one strap?
Yep. And it was a 14 pounds, 6 ounce, 5 ounce, somewhere in there.
Cindy's caught 2, I think. That one we targeted that first one because I told her, I said that if you want to catch a striper, they're up in here right now. I told her, I said, if you can go down there and catch a skipjack, I'll put it on a balloon. And it was like an hour and a half it swam around out there. And she just so happened to have that rod in her hand too, watching
When it took off.
And she said, I didn't get to see it swirl, but it swirled around it.
Boom.
And nailed it.
All right, man, that's awesome. That's awesome. How big was that one?
We didn't weigh it.
What do you think? 10, 15, 20?
Oh, it was up there. I'll find it real quick. We actually got video of my buddy was there picking some bait up, Deo, and let me see if I can find it.
Get my... Heather's still calling them in. I appreciate it, Heather. We got one plane dinking around with us. At least one. Just plugged in.
Man, you start going back through videos and stuff, and you realize how many you've actually done.
Sometimes I'll go back to videos like, oh yeah, that happened. Oh yeah, I caught that
Yeah.
one. I almost forgot about that one, you know.
Yeah.
Plug that up. Plug this in. Get that charging. There we go. Yeah, plan on going camping. I think if weather and everything scheduled, so I plan on going with a buddy this weekend, hopefully. If it's not weekend, it's Monday, one of those days. But I'm gonna try to, if plans go proper, I'm gonna try to go camp out on Hiwassee Riverfront. See about taking the catfish rods out there and setting up catfish camp basically, and have the rods out on the riverfront all night and have a fire going, do a little grill, cooking, grilling, whatever. Maybe even take out a 6-pack or something to chill on or something. It's always good to have a couple of drinks when you're out camping. At least I like a couple of cold ones when I'm out camping. Something about having a nice cold one around the fire. Camp with those. Yeah, I was thinking about that spot, Chris, because it's a TVA developed right there. But I was more or less was probably thinking about going down to the creek mouth and going down the bank right there on the riverfront part, because as of right now, until the water rises, that bank stretch is still pretty flat and pretty available. It'd be good to set up the tents right there on the sandbar or the bank right there, because it's mostly sand. And just set the catfish rods up right there on the river. Maybe one at the mouth or something. One or two at the mouth. Those puppies probably try to steal my bait all night too.
You feed them good before you.
Yeah, give them some kibble. Give them a good helping of kibble. I remember when I caught my all-time biggest flathead. I was fishing for about, I think it was either 5 or 6 hours that evening, that night. And I was basically just catfishing. I wasn't doing too much like small bait fishing, nothing. And that's the only fish I caught all night in like 5 hours, but it was worth it. It was that 30-pound, 4-ounce flathead.
Mm-hmm.
They can have it since their previous owners didn't want them. I think I might have lost something there. They can have it since they're. Are you talking about the bait? Oh my God, I got all confused. I got a little lost there. Yeah. Hopefully they'll start getting better meals and whatnot. The dogs. They can have the bait. I think that's what you're referring to. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if they might start easing up to me once maybe once I start going back and giving them more food more often. They might start recognizing, number 4, getting a little dink dink. They might start recognizing my face and my voice and my scent, and recognizing that, hey, this guy's coming with food, not with harm. And maybe they might eventually warm up to me and start letting me pet them, hopefully. I still need to try to get that netting off that one dog's neck if he ain't got it off already somehow by himself. I got so close to getting it off.
I think it was still on there today.
Yeah. I got so close to getting it off last night. I think was that last night? Yeah, it was last night. I had a chunk of deer liver in my hand, and he got so close to getting it out of my hand, and I think I moved just a little bit too fast with my other hand because I was trying to get my other hand on the piece of netting so I could just pull it off.
Mm-hmm.
But he moved too quick before I get my hand on it. I was like, dang it. Where'd you catch that drum on, Chris? Was that an artificial or was that cut bait or pack bait? Yeah, they were very reluctant to come up to me earlier. The black puppy wasn't so scared, but once they realized I wasn't a threat to them, they let you pet? Wow. They didn't let me pet them. Dang it.
You were suspicious.
I guess they're starting to get used to more and more people coming around. And they're saying, oh, these people are here to help and not here to hurt. A night crawler and a probably size 2 circle hook. Night crawlers, a ball of night crawlers. Got you. That's pretty good. Welcome back, Heather. Did you just throw the night crawlers out there like you would cut bait and just let it sit on the bottom, or was you? I guess so, since the circle hook, not the jig. Yeah, that'd make most sense. Gotcha. That's pretty cool. I bet that was a good fight. Drum eat good too. If you ain't never had ate a drum before, they eat good. They're not bad eating fish, and they're not real bony like a carp is. You can fillet a drum up pretty boneless. Like yeah, they got real thick rib bones, but you can fillet it right off the rib bones, and then the rest of the fillet, I think, except for like a tiny little section of center pin bones or Y bones that you got to cut out. It's basically like a white bass, I think, but they're good eating. I remember that 3-pounder I caught on the curly tail. I ate that one. That was the first drum I ever ate. And I wouldn't hesitate to eat another drum. It's good stuff. Oh, number 1, Trev. I just bowed a little bit. Something pulled on it. You hear that whistle?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody whistled too. Oh, is he taking off with it again? We might have a fish on. I see the dogs earlier on the live. Yep. Did you hear that? Is that a bird? Oh, he's got one. Fish on, fish on, fish on. Get down here. Woo! Fish on. Is that a catfish? You got a bullhead, Travis. You got your first bullhead. We was just talking about this 20 minutes ago. You got your first bullhead. We were literally just talking about you not having to never caught your bullhead before. And
that's a big one, ain't it?
Dude, yes, it's a big one. Look at that yellow bullhead, guys. You can tell because these whiskers are yellow. Black bullheads will have like a black color. With these, the bottom whiskers are yellow
stick
here.
your finger in his mouth.
They'll bite hard. Fish on, bullhead. We got a catfish. Stacy says, throw it out live at the dam. Heather says, nice bullhead. I think they are hearing the tone of the people's voices.
Got a
If it didn't
bullhead.
sound threatening, they were a little more at ease. This makes sense, Chris.
He's missing an eye.
Is he missing an eye?
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get this.
Either that or we took it out. I think it's missing though, because it's pretty white. Boy, he's pretty, ain't he?
Yep, that's a bullhead. Look at that tail. His tail fin all tore up. Oh,
Uh-oh.
we're getting some action now, folks.
But we're going to catch bullheads. Get around here, Tony.
That's the deer liver just got a hit.
Video of him.
Yeah, get you a video for you release him.
There we go. Better get that side. Look, he's had a lamprey or something on his head. He's a cool little sucker.
Is he missing an eye on the other side? Oh, it's blind. Yeah, he's been
Yeah.
blinded.
Here, let me get this off here.
You want me to get you? Yeah. I help Travis get a little GoPro footage here. Let me see if I can set this back down up here. We can get this back in the angle. There we go. Your hand? Got it. Is it already recording? Okay. Let me get that.
First little bull.
Oh,
Come back here. You're bleeding. Get him back in the water. First little bullhead.
Yellow bullhead. These catfish don't get huge like, blues or flats do, or even channels. They don't get super huge. So that's a good size bullhead. I think the record's like 4 or 5 pounds. Yeah, big record. Good job, Travis. Heck yeah. Woo! Yeah, man.
I wish you took him up there and showed him the demo.
Well, I had the camera on it. I was just holding it. Yeah. Yeah, I showed him how to do it. Don't trip red. Oh, yeah, dude. See your rig here? What is that? Oh, that's washers. Homemade sinkers. Is that a metal weeder? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. That looks weird. Yeah, that's super dull. Man, this is just a just don't look at it walking down the. It's walking. Oh, dang it! It's walking. Oh, I got it. The tripod was literally walking down the hill on its own. That was cool. That was a good little fighter too. Where is this at? About right here. Well, you got your fish, and then this one got hit as soon as you reeled that one in. So that was kind of cool. Let's see what chat's got to say. Really cool to catch a fish you never caught before. Yes, it is. That was his very first bullhead. That was funny how we were just talking about that too. Rudd, what's going on, Uncle Rudd? Travis just caught his very first yellow bullhead just now, like 30 seconds ago. He just threw it back, Rudd. If you go back in the live 2 or 3 minutes, you'll see it. Caught his very first yellow bullhead catfish. Heck yeah.
We probably should have waited. but it's a bullhead.
Yeah. He said
Ooh,
just got
cool
off of
looking,
work. You about to go hit the lake now that you just got off? Go do some dragging? It's a little windy tonight. Heather says I smell campfire too. Oh my god, fire in there or something. I was wondering how Uncle Rudd is doing. I haven't seen him. I assume like I haven't seen him in a while. Yep. Says Heather. Rudd saying hi to Stacy, I think, or is he saying bank as in you're going bank fishing? You don't bank fish, Rudd, do you? You only boat fish, right? I think. I mean, pretty sure he only boat fishes, right?
He keeps throwing rods out. He's got too much stuff on him.
Been working and busy with the fam. I'll be live Saturday. Heck no, I ain't bank fishing. Heck, if I had a boat like yours too, I would be out all the time as well. Dragging for biggins. We're below the dam right now, Chris. This is right next to 30.
Chickamauga.
Red says I'm too lazy to carry all that crap. Great to see Sam, Travis. Great to see a lot of you. It's good seeing you, Heather. I appreciate you joining in. Just for the winter, Red. Just for the winter. Fall and winter, I guess. But now that spring is back in action, I'll be trying to get back into the fishing routine of things. And then once turkey season comes around, I'm gonna try to do a little turkey hunting as well. But still focused on fishing too. I can still cut up animals though. We can do cut bait. It's been forever since I caught a good catfish, good size one, like a teener or double digit. Been needing a good double digit catfish. Didn't catch one all winter long. I've been itching for one.
Mm-hmm.
That's what those $30 gear carts from Walmart are. Yeah. I think they're closer to about 50, but yeah. Those Ozark Trail, those blue,
Carts?
yeah.
No, them things suck.
They suck?
Get a backpack and grab your rods, and that way you can go up and, like, if you've got this riprap.
Oh, you
That
were,
cart ain't
gotcha.
worth unless you're gonna walk a mile down the sidewalk and just go up and down the bank. You know what I'm saying? You know how the hiking stuff goes.
Yeah. I figure we'll see some deer hoof rod holders. If I knew a way to make some deer hoof rod holders, I probably would there, Stacy. Red says, I have a $40,000 cart, ... I'll use it. I would too, man. 100% I would. Do you ever drag down here on the Chickamauga, Red? Come down here to Chickamauga and do any dragging? Or are you just mostly up on the on the Watts Bar in the Fort Loudon. What's the other one up there above the lake up above the?
Cherokee and Douglas.
Okay, yeah. See, not the dam that me, you, and Rudd and Cindy caught the white bass and the skipjack. That parking lot, the first dam to the left, the one that you can see from the parking lot, not the one that we went
Mountain
down.
Hill.
Is that, yeah? What's the lake behind that? What's the name for that body of water behind that dam?
When you talking about Fox?
No, when you brought all the homemade pies, and we were on the boat with Rudd that night, and you brought all the homemade
Oh,
pies.
it's probably on Loudon. I guess. I'm trying to think where we was fishing.
Rudd says nope, but I'm going to next weekend, April Fool's Day. Tellico Lake.
Oh, Tellico.
Tellico.
Tellico's real slow. Lonnie and there's some big fish in Tellico, but it's a long. I mean, we're sitting here with a long wait. Of course, we caught a few fish earlier, but
Yeah, right. And the bullhead there.
yeah. But you know,
it's been scattered. Yeah.
So I don't know. It's kind of give and take, really. But the Tellico water is usually a little bit cooler than Loudon or Watts Bar and stuff.
So I guess that'd be a good thing for the summertime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's kind of like when this water starts warming up real good down at around Kingston, where the clinch comes in it right over there.
Yeah.
Lad Landing.
Okay.
You can catch some big stripers over there.
I would love to get into some.
The problem is catching them over there is if you're not wanting to kill them.
You can't release them?
You can, but you pull them out of the deep and...
Oh, you kill them by accident.
You'll kill them.
Gotcha.
I quit going down there that one year. I kept catching them and
trying to release them.
I got one to swim off, and then another one, he just kept going belly up.
Did you cook him?
Yeah, feed him to the dogs.
Oh, you didn't eat him?
I ate a little bit of him.
Was it good?
I actually took 2 big fillets off of him, and yeah, it was really good. But fried him up for the dogs.
Got you. Just a little treat for the pups.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's one fish I have yet to eat is a striped bass. I've heard they eat good, but
they're pretty good. Yeah.
I think what's like the bare minimum was like a 16-inch or something. I can't remember the minimum length limit on those. You gotta have.
I'm not sure.
I think it's
you
like,
can keep 1.
Yeah.
Maybe 2. I'm not sure.
Yeah. And they have to be real. I mean, not necessarily huge, but they gotta have a good little size to them for they're allowable.
Yeah, I think so.
You can't just keep them no 10-inch or like a crappie.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I've caught a lot of striper though.
I've only caught one, yeah.
I don't like them.
You don't?
No, I mean, I don't know. I used to I'd fish a tournament, and that stupid thing is going to grab your bait and run across, and tangle all your lines up.
Gotcha.
Have me matter and crap.
And you're talking about strictly cat tournaments.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's like
just ruins the whole setup.
I mean,
now,
they fight pretty good.
Yeah, just for the fight of it, it's good, but for the tournament, I can see that.
And then you're like, it's a damn striper. It ain't a cat. So
it don't even count. Yeah. Hey, they're still calling them in.
I'm still trying to find it. Now I'll tell you what, catching that striper the other day on
Bobby Garland.
little rod,
Yeah,
that was fun.
I bet so. But that was one heck of a fight.
That was fun, man.
Catching any sort of big fish on lightweight gear or ultra lightweight gear is always just a heck of a time.
Freaked me out when he it freaked me out when he hit it. I don't know if it's the same one, but when he hit that first time,
What was you thinking at first?
I was thinking, what the hell?
Was you thinking a catfish hit it or something?
No, I knew it wasn't a catfish. I thought maybe it was a drum or a
Carp
or something.
Yeah, because carp will take off running a lot too.
And I was like, sure it wasn't a carp, not on a
Bobby.
on a floater.
I mean, every now and then I've only caught one carp on artificial. Well, when I say artificial, I'm not talking about the fake corn. I'm talking about like.
Now here's the one she caught. That's the second one she caught.
Oh yeah. Oh, say that again. Yeah.
That was a pretty good one.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. It's a small one.
Hopefully I won't get.
No.
Okay.
No, we don't. If somebody shares something from Sydney's channel, we don't put a copyright on it.
Insta replay. That's nice. An epic fish.
That was here on Watts Bar. Or no, this is Chickamauga up on Watts Bar.
Up, yeah.
Yeah.
Up above. Yeah, that's a nice one.
Wait till I find the other one.
Just a big old bass.
It's just a big bass.
Yeah.
Just a bass.
I think it's awesome that bass can get that big though.
It is crazy that they get that big.
Yeah, I remember when I caught my only striper, I was out fishing the spillway on Hiwassee, and it was basically just got right into nighttime, and I wasn't planning on doing an all-nighter that evening, so I was starting to pack things up, of course, I always should leave the baits in the water as long as possible as you're packing your other gear up. And I had packed all my other bait up and got everything else done, and the only thing that was left was that rod, and I was like, all right, well, time to bring this rod in, and I'm telling you, as soon as I went to bend down, the biggest rod, I heard the jingle. I was like, I haven't touched it yet, and I heard the jingle. I look up and I see, ding, 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 and I was like, oh my goodness. Look at this big one.
Now that's the one that.
Something wrong with its mouth? Dang, look how fat that is.
That's the one that killed the skipjack and ate it.
How big was the skipjack?
Big old skipjack.
Golly pum.
He swam around out there on a bloom for like an hour and a half.
I'm surprised you actually kept him alive that long on a balloon, because skipjack, they die pretty quick and easy once you get them out the water.
Get them right back in the water.
Yeah, or they die quick.
You gotta have the balloon and everything ready.
That's a big old fish. Look how fat the freaking belly is, man.
He was eating good.
Golly, that is a nice fish. That's one happy Cindy right there, too.
Yeah,
wow.
It's pretty cool when it works out. You actually target one and you catch it.
What was that on?
What do you mean?
Bait.
Skipjack.
Oh, yeah, got you. Yeah, okay, got you. Yeah. What was the other one on?
I've actually got, she pulled it in somewhere. The other one was just on cut bait. I don't know if it was skipjack. I think it was skipjack, but.
Now, do most people, when they target stripers, they target them with live baits, or do they do artificials or cut baits, or just anything?
It depends. You can go below Melton Hill Dam, and when they shut down the water, you can actually you can target them with cut bait.
Okay.
Now, I've seen before down there. I'd be down there skipjack fishing before, and I've seen a guy do it 2 days in a row. And he came right before they shut the water off. And you know them umbrella rigs?
Yeah.
They call it Alabama rig, whatever it is. I seen him take one of them. And I seen one day he nailed 2 of them.
On the same.
Not on the same one,
Oh.
but twice. And he got one right after the other when they
Back
shut
to
that
back.
water down. And then I think it was I don't know if it was the first day or the second day he got two, but the other day he got one.
Wow.
But it's crazy. I mean, if you had a skipjack out there on a balloon right when they shut that water down, I'll guarantee you're gonna catch a striper when them skipjacks up in there. And that's right dead in the middle of summer.
Oh, yeah, the light just died. I was wondering what just happened.
But yeah, they will. I mean, I didn't know he was fishing for striper at the moment, but because I was thinking, okay, what's he trying to catch? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he nailed it.
I like the way the stripers take off running.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah. Heather says, I will try to remember. Hunting and Steph saying hello to Rudd. Wind's picking up. I better go get this thing so I don't go get blown over. Yeah. Yeah, it's still got good enough light from that one light. Gotcha. Yeah, it's enough, still enough light from that one. It actually almost looks brighter on the camera than it does in real life.
Yeah. That's what Sydney's was doing up there in Knoxville, and I was like, man, we shouldn't even use the light because it was showing up way better.
Hunting and Stuff. Travis just caught his very first ever yellow bullhead about 15-ish minutes ago, somewhere in there. And we've had a few bites in between here and there. I've had a couple bites on the cut baits out there. No hookups on mine yet, though, on the cut bait. I caught a couple of yellow bass on the worm earlier. And then there's been something kind of steadily off and on dinking with number 4 on the far right. Might be some more bullheads up and down through here, trying to figure them out.
Could be.
A meal or something. Little midnight snack. I know some of those reflections over in that woods. It's got me wondering what they are, because I seen 2 sets, one above and one below, and it was both sets had one green and one red reflection each. So I'm thinking maybe an old street sign or something that was there, like from the old ferry days or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe the only other thing I could think of is like maybe somebody's game cameras they got up in there somehow.
Dead body.
how many kinds of bullheads are there? I think there's, at least in our waters, I'm pretty sure there's 3. Yellow, brown. Let me rethink this. I know there's yellow. I think there's yellow, brown, and black.
Yeah, that one Shannon caught over, it was brown or black. I think it might have been brown.
Yeah, I think it's yellow, brown, and black. I know yellow is for sure one, and I'm pretty sure black is one too. And brown, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yellow, brown, and black. Hunting and Steph said, I've caught a handful of bullheads before. Couldn't tell you the color.
See, ours one of them super striped fish.
Oh, yeah. That's a big one.
It wasn't a catfish.
No, that's a big fish, though. Was that when you was tournament fishing? Or was
No,
that
we
just...
was just out messing around one night.
Gotcha. Big old striper. Big old shot. I think, what, 20, 30 pounder?
Probably.
Golly, bun, that'd be amazing. Heather even says I've caught bullhead catfish before. Yeah, they make, you can eat them. I mean, they're still catfish, just not a lot of meat on them. You can cook them up, you can use them as bait, or just catch them for fun, throw them back like you would any other cat.
It's perfect.
Oh, yeah, that's nice there.
He actually ate a piece of skipjack.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Caught him on lots of water. You don't ever wonder. He about stuck us clean off the boat, though.
Wow. Old paddle bill, paddle fish, spoon bill.
That thing crapped all over the boat.
It did?
Yeah.
Was it bad?
Oh, it was bad.
Oh.
That way you want to puke.
Oh, that bad?
Yeah, that bad.
Oh, wow. Heather says, nice pictures, Travis.
There's another.
That's a fat one.
On and on.
Yeah, he's a thick one. Heck yeah. I like a good chopper. I wish
You
I'd.
need to catch you one.
I do. I need to get into some. Another good striper Travis got. Look at the belly on him. Big old thick boy. Hunting Stuff says, as a matter of fact, the only catfish I've caught have been bullheads.
That's on my boat, too.
That's like the most, I guess you could say for me, the most rare catfish, or the catfish that I've caught the least of, are bullheads. I think I've probably caught the most, like as in species wise, I probably caught more blues than anything. And then channels behind that, and then flatheads behind channels, and then bullheads behind flatheads. Same for Heather. The only one she's caught, or only catfish she's caught for bullheads. They're very cool for catfish because when you think of catfish, most people most of the time think of like big old meaty catfish, but these bullheads, nope, they don't get big and meaty like that. They're just the smaller type.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty neat. I want to say it was Spencer from River Certified. He a while back he put out a video using bullheads for live bait, catfishing with bullheads for live bait.
Right.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Did pretty well. The bullheads are really tough, so you can hook them straight through the back meat, and their skin's really tough, so they stay on the hook really well. And then the fish itself, they just survive really well, so they don't die easy. So they're just down there flipping and,
Yeah.
making
Trying to get away.
yeah, the whole time. So they're pretty good live bait. I've actually used a bullhead as live bait once before. I didn't get no hits on it. That was probably because I was fishing in the water that didn't have big fish, or the stretch of bank that I was fishing on didn't have some there.
That's a big one.
Oh yeah. What's that, like a 40?
I have no idea.
It looks close to something like a 40 or 50, somewhere in there. That's a big chunker. Big old blue. Travis caught. That's a big old blue, man. Size of that blue is like definitely, it's like almost the size of your waist. It's definitely bigger than one of your legs.
I mean, it used to be, you used to be able to catch some big ones. It wasn't nothing to catch them.
Are the pay legs been ruining that?
I think so. I don't. I think it's got a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe not 100% due from
No.
them, but a good majority. Heather says, I've caught bluegill, perch, crappie, some bass, and bullhead catfish. That's a good selection.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big blue that Travis got. Hunting His Stuff says, now the way to measure catfish is to try to put your pants on them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what size was that catfish? He was a 34.
Yeah, measure their waists. Well, that's a 45 pounder. I caught him at Kingston. I caught him on a live skipjack under a balloon. We was down there striper fishing. We ended up catching 3 or 4 striper that day.
But he's got a gut on him.
You should have seen him nailing that. You should have seen that balloon straight across through
Just
there.
zooming across
Yeah.
the water.
I mean,
Oh,
he
my.
nailed that skipjack. We weighed him. He was 45, right at 45 pounds.
How many times have you caught a fish from a live skipjack on a balloon?
Not a whole lot, but I mean, usually you're just doing it.
Just to see what happens.
Well, that day we was targeting striper because we knew the striper was up in there, and me, Ricky, Dean, and somebody else was down there. I forget. But it's just I think it's used to. We would go fishing. I mean, religiously, like 4 or 5 times a week, constantly. We'd either be on a boat or something or another.
Yeah.
I mean, we still do, but ours the best rod holders.
All on the front of the truck.
That's the front of my truck.
Oh yeah, that's the tow hitch thing.
Yeah. See, that's the best rod holders right there. Those Z71.
Just pull up right to the bank.
Stick them in there.
That'll work. Have you caught one from there?
Mhm.
Yeah. Do I know my catch count for the year? It's low because I haven't been fishing since basically since the weather started kind of warming up a few weeks back. Let's see if I can think about it. One catfish.
And look at Mark Cooper back. This is Mark Cooper back in October 19. He was on the pontoon boat with me.
Oh wow, got him a good flat there. Heck yeah. One catfish, a handful of sunfish. What else? About a handful of carp. And I think a couple yellow bass and a white bass. So baker's dozen probably hunting stuff. That was a flathead there.
Mm-hmm.
That was a nice one. Not many.
They're nice little blue.
Heck yeah.
Oh, look at that one there, lady. Look at my baby. I had to put her down.
Aww. It's a good looking dog. Hunting Stuff says, I went out for an hour and a half the other day and skunked. Well, dang.
Just gotta do it again.
Yeah, just gotta try again. I think it was last night I was fishing for a few hours and only caught one bluegill, so I mean it wasn't skunk, better than skunk, but it's still
Send me a
slow.
big flathead.
Boom. Look at the mouth on that thing, man.
They probably remember that one. It's that 38 pounder.
Her head could probably fit in that mouth.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Hunting Stuff said didn't even see one swim by like the one last. Let me read that again. Didn't even see one swim by like the one time last year.
Like the one time last year.
Are you fishing a pond or a creek or a river or a lake?
Might be an aquarium. He was at the aquarium rescue.
A lake? Well, there should be. Hopefully, there should be fish in there. Was you fishing near any structure or just kind of like on some gradual slope bank? If you wasn't catching any, you maybe might need to go closer to some structure possibly. Could be wrong, but it was terrible fishing last year. Wind's picking up a little bit.
Yeah.
Gradual slope with a few rocks. That's the wind blowing that one, I think. Or was that a bite? That was hard to say. Yeah, I mean, maybe they just were in the area at the time. I guess also maybe depending on the barometric pressure, if they were in the biting mood or not as well, might have something to do with it. I mean, you can catch fish on just a gradual slope with a few rocks because I catch a lot of carp that way. One of my main carp spots is basically just a gradual slope with a couple of rocks here and there. Lots of variables. Yeah, that's true. Seems like the carps, like at least the ones I've caught, they like to be at closer, shallower. in more shallow water than deep water. It seems like, at least the ones that I've caught. Not to say that there's not going to be some deep water carp out there, but look at the freaking head on that thing, man.
I caught him from that bridge we fish at all the time.
Oh, I remember which one you're talking about. Yep. His head is bigger than yours. There's been lots of walleye, carp, trout, bullheads caught right close to there the past years, or in the years past, rather. Yeah, just guess the time of day or something like that. Look at that big one. The head is on the fish is bigger than Travis's.
I didn't get a good weight on him, but we caught him 60.
Amazing. Walleye eat great. I've only caught 2 walleye ever, and one of them was it was too small, just a baby. I'd throw him back. The other one was a keeper, and they eat that fantastic. I caught him on a live creek shiner or common shiner. I was fishing for flatheads, trying to use live bait, and it went down, and it didn't feel like a big heavy fish. I was thinking, maybe a small flathead or a small blue got it. Started reeling it in, and I seen scales and a white tip on the tail fin. I was thinking, oh my goodness, my first ever. I always get excited about catching that new species, the first time you ever caught whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's always something to get excited about. 2 years ago, we had a bunch of snow. It ended up killing almost all the fish in one pond. Probably about the same thing at the lake. Froze them off. Yeah, hunting this out of Colorado. I remember that now. It can get pretty snowy over there in Colorado. Pretty cold, especially close towards the mountain ranges and whatnot. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense hunting and stuff. He says, well, the ice was covered with snow and couldn't get any light in, so the plants couldn't create or make oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes sense. And that therefore the oxygen levels in the waters die off, and therefore the fish die off. He says, at least that's how it was explained to me. I mean, it makes sense to me. I mean, the fish have to feed on something, and if they're not getting food from plants, I would assume they're also not getting the oxygen coming from plants as well. And if the snow and the ice blacked everything out and caused the sun to not feed the plants, then yeah, the plants won't be able to feed the fish.
Check that out.
Oh, that's. I was about to say, my goodness. I was about to say, dang, Travis, where's the scars?
That's not so easy.
That was for Halloween.
Yeah, I did it.
It was like a makeup kit.
No, the easiest way to do it, all you got to do is get the all you really need is, and you don't even have to have it, but get the fake blood stuff
Mm,
and get you a couple of different colors, like you could use makeup, whatever,
right.
or like the black pencil stuff.
Yeah.
And what you do is you take toothpaste and you smear it where you want to put the scar thing,
Uh-huh.
and then take the toilet paper and get you
Oh.
a couple of pieces
I see that now.
and pull it apart.
It
and
makes it
you
look like a
tear
tear.
and you stick it on there, and then you just take and dab your color and mix it, and then you put the blood stuff on it.
That's probably how they
It's
do
so
some of the
easy.
stuff in like The Walking Dead and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's so easy to do.
I don't know.
I don't know if you.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know if it'll flag it or not.
What can they do?
I mean, I guess they can
Yeah.
flag it, but it's just a picture of your face. Travis's Halloween costume.
That
Was you,
stuff's so easy to do, though.
was you trying to go for the Joker look with the smile up the side of the face?
Like he's all tore up.
It looked like, at first, it looked like he was in a car accident, and then I seen the black makeup stuff.
Oh, see, here's where I see.
Oh, is that the blue from the toothpaste?
Yeah.
Blue and white from the gotcha. That'd be kind of hard to do with the beard, though.
Yeah, that's true. There's a front shot.
That's like if you walk if you was just walking down the street or walking the store or somebody just like
Freak out, wouldn't it?
yeah, they'd be like, dude, are you all right? They'd be like, do you need to go to the hospital?
Hey, here's one on the hand. It will come out good.
That even looks even more real. That looks like a nasty wound right there.
It's
Man.
like kind of a burn.
Yeah, a burn or
off.
cut. Yeah, that looks nasty. Heather's calling them in.
Crappie.
Heck yeah.
I think that was 2 nets.
Oh, really?
I was netting bait. I was like, you gotta be kidding me, stupid crappie. Every time I throw my net, apparently they would go right back to the same spot.
That's crazy.
I dump them out and they go right back to the same spot.
Yep. Moon's about about the top of the bridge there. Yeah, that's right. That's what it says on my end.
Took that rabbit out.
Oh, that's a bunny still right there. Looks like it. It's so
Mhm.
small bunny. Do you have rabbits for pets too?
Man, we used to have all kind of rabbits.
Did you raise them or just like have them wild?
Well, we didn't mean to raise them, but they multiply a lot.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And we stuck like 5 of these big white ones in a 10 by 10 kennel,
Uh-huh.
and of course you have to box off around, wire around it and stuff because they'll get through it
Right, right.
or dig under it or whatever.
Yep.
But anyway, apparently, because we had to separate them because we had so many males and stuff, and we put them 5 white ones in there, and apparently they was all pregnant, or at least 4 of them. And they started having babies like crazy. And did you know if you put like 5 moms of rabbits in the same place, they will have babies and they will share taking care of them.
Yeah, responsibility
will.
share, yeah.
Yes. It was so weird. But we ended up like 50 rabbits.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you
We ended up selling some of them,
Okay.
and then ended up giving a bunch of them away. And there once I had about 30 chickens, and I got tired of messing with them, and I ended up, I think in the end, I just gave them away. Somebody came and got them,
got you.
and I ended up 4. We couldn't catch 4 of them, and I had 4 for a long time. And there was one of the meat chickens.
Yeah, we're staying pretty warm. It's not
They,
that cold.
I don't know how they didn't get her, but because she couldn't fly or nothing. But anyway, I think she disappeared first, and I had 3 that would set on the fence, and that's the only place they'd ever roost. Was on the fence.
Yeah.
And they would kind of become. I never hardly even fed them. I'd throw something out there every now and then and get them, or get a bag of corn every now and then. And throw a little bit out every now and then. But they would just run around pick and peck, and I'd get some eggs every now and then if I got them in time,
Yeah.
knew how long they'd been there. But they started disappearing one by one. I don't know what. I still don't know. There was a black cat, and then I seen a yellow cat, which could have been killing them. I don't know, but something was getting it. But to be honest, that white chicken that first disappeared, that thing had to weigh 10 pounds.
Wow.
I mean, it could barely walk.
Basically a miniature turkey.
It would do this. It was kind of wobble walking around. And I had to feed her because she couldn't get around that good. She was a meat chicken. And I never did find her. I don't know how. Something had to have come over the fence and take her out of the fence. Because I never found the body of her, you know what I'm saying?
Not even feathers?
I think I found a few feathers, but something had to have just got her.
Could have been coyote.
You think it could have came over the fence?
How high was the fence?
My fence is probably about like that.
It's chain link?
It's like 2x4.
Oh, okay.
And I've got a 125-pound pit bulldog, so.
Oh, well. Maybe a hawk then. Could have been a hawk.
Could have.
My brother had
Yeah.
chickens in his backyard, and hawks got every last one of them.
It could have been a hawk. I had some Banies.
Oh, okay.
And I come home one day, and I did see a hawk. He was in the backyard and had it, and was done killed it.
Yeah.
Was picking the feathers out of the back of its neck,
Yeah.
and I run over there, and he took off, and he about took it with him, and
Then
he
he left
dropped it.
Yeah.
But I know he ended up getting, in the end, we had a couple of rabbits left, and there was one that ran around in the yard, and she had babies under my building. And them little rabbits, they'd be running around out there.
Oh, the hawks will get those too? Yeah.
I think he ended up getting all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, I had ducks too once.
Oh, quackers.
I was Guido. I was Guido the duck. He was the boss. Between the ducks and the chickens, yeah. Then I couldn't leave the chickens around me. You don't never leave a male duck around your chickens,
Oh, what happens?
cause he'll breed with them.
Oh, really?
Yes, he will. And the roosters, I had like 3 or 4 roosters, and that duck would grab one of them hens, and that rooster would go flogging that duck. Well, he made a mistake there because he would chase the rooster down and get him.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Sure
Now
will.
it wouldn't work, right?
No,
Yeah, I
but he's
wouldn't-
gonna do it anyway. Yeah,
Right.
he was doing it anyway. That's how come we called him Guido. He was a cool duck though.
That would be a crazy combination. It's what would you call it? Ducking?
Yeah, ain't no doubt.
Duck meat eats good if you don't overcook it. It's a red meat, like a steak meat. If you've never had it, it's not like chicken, like white meat, more of a poultry style meat.
Well,
As in duck, if someone didn't tell you you was eating duck and they cooked it properly and they gave you some of the duck breast, you'd think you was eating some sort of steak. 'Cause it's
Yeah.
red meat like steak is, but it tastes good. That duck fat, you render that duck fat down on the fat side of that breast in a pan on a low heat, get that fat almost all of it melted to where only there's a slight edge of fat on the breast.
that's
And then you turn that heat up and sear that rest of that fat. Oh, whew,
that's the first striper I ever caught.
dang. That's a fatty for your first one.
I caught him on a push button.
It's spin cast. A Zebco spin cast.
I don't know what kind it was, but we had some. We was at Ish Creek and we was coming back, and we had some plugs on them, and we figured, well, we're just coming back slow. We'll throw. That thing nailed it.
Wow.
It was crazy. I didn't think I was gonna ever get that thing on with that little push button.
Look-
He would about spoil me, and I'd get some wine back.
Look at Travis. He was just a kid. That is a nice bass. When you go to hold a bass up that's wider than your shoulders, you know that's a nice bass. Like its length is longer than the width of your shoulders. They've probably snoozed off, Heather. It's probably getting late for them.
There's my baby.
Is that Chevy?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good dog
When he
there.
was young there.
In the snow too.
Yeah,
Is he
he's a black American fit.
okay?
He looks like he's a lab almost.
I was gonna say he kind of almost has that kind of look a little bit in him.
And I thought he had a lab in him at first. I was thinking, there he is. But when the vet said no, he's definitely full fit.
Wow.
He's got the jaw and all. Oh, this was a cool picture. I caught the grandson in midair.
That is a good picture. Mid-air picture. Did he hit a little snow ramp?
Yeah, I built him a snow ramp
Yeah.
out in the field.
Yeah.
There's like, I don't know,
I bet he had the time
3
of
to
his
5
life.
acres out there, and it's kind of on a slope.
Yeah.
So after it snowed, I went up there and built him a ramp out of the snow and
Uh-huh.
smoothed it out for him and took him out.
Oh, there it was.
I got him in midair.
Mid-air picture. That's like you see it from the movies.
Yeah.
All right, Heather. I appreciate you joining in. You have a good night,
Have a
Heather.
good night, Heather.
God bless.
That's crazy. Man, that was all the way back in 16.
And wouldn't it be nice if they I just heard talk of it. I don't know how serious, if any bit serious it might go. It sounds almost like too good to be true to me. But I heard talk of no, like I said, just talk of theories of people saying that they might possibly be trying to make people who make less than anybody who makes less than 150 a year won't have to pay income taxes. It's done like I said, it's just talk right now. It's nothing like it. No bills have been passed or nothing. But if that did pass, that means we would get to basically keep all our YouTube money. That'd be amazing. We wouldn't have to pay taxes on it. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, up until the $150,000 mark, but you have to be making. You have to be a pretty big YouTuber to make it.
Good,
Yeah. Heather says, "I will call them in my sleep." I appreciate it, Heather. And I think it was like before. What
Ready to get rain on.
is it? Rain about to come through?
I feel it.
I can't remember what year they switched it. If it was 2018 or 2012, 2016, 2014, somewhere in there. It was somewhere in there. They before a certain law, rule, whatever passed, YouTube videos wasn't even taxable income. You got to keep all the revenue from YouTube. Is that wind or rain?
Green's rain.
Oh, the green. I see that now. Okay.
Let's see what's that.
I can't remember what changed, but then something changed and they considered YouTube videos the same as basically like music, in the sense of like how if a music person makes a record and they make money on it, they have to pay taxes or whatever.
Right.
They considered YouTube videos the same kind of thing, but they didn't. They didn't for a long time.
I think the tax system's all messed up.
Say again?
The tax system is all messed up.
Oh, 100%. Oh, is that rain?
Yeah, that was right.
That's rain. Oh, man, we're getting rained on now. Oh, snap. I need to get my stuff together.
I didn't think it was gonna get here that quick.
Yeah, you just said that 30 seconds ago.
I felt a drip while ago, but
I wasn't expecting that.
I figured I'd go ahead and get the what you call it here wrapped up, the bag.
I didn't even know we was getting rain tonight. I didn't know it was supposed to rain tonight. I'm just going to go ahead and throw this out in the water.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to get any serious rain for about 30 minutes.
Let's get the stuff wrapped up. I'm not running around. Yeah. We haven't really had too many action, too much fights or too much action.
I noticed it got real dark back there. That moon, it just kind of went away.
Oh, it did, didn't it?
Yeah.
That's because of cloud coverage.
Yep. Yeah, so anything you don't want to get wet, make sure you button up or
Yeah.
got anything you need me to grab?
I'll have to gather it a little bit more open for the car. I'll have to break it.
Yeah.
The
Come on,
rods
fish.
okay. You always bungalows up in the rain. I guess
We still got 4 people hanging out with.
heck yeah, I think Heather just went to bed, I think so. She was in there. Red still might be lurking in there. Hunting stuff might still be lurking around in there. I wasn't even expecting rain tonight.
I knew it was supposed to rain a little bit, but I didn't know it was going to all the way down here.
Yeah, I didn't even really look at the weather before I came. I just expected it to be open.
Wish the fish was biting.
Dang it. Yeah, those were those white bass from the boat that night we were fishing with Rudd.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Those white bass I filleted up and saved the bodies after I ate them. Look at that big one. That was a big old white bass. That's huge up there. We had some good fillets on him.
Yeah, he did.
Look at that.
What was that? Huh? I thought I heard a big splash out there or something.
They're gonna get entangled in the line over and over. Hear the thunder now.
Mm-hmm.
The thunder roll. The thunder roll.
Yeah, it keeps getting darker.
You can't even hardly see the moon at all now. And it was going up in the sky.
Yeah. That reverse was getting dark too.
Current's so swift, probably blowing the plane ways. Oh, it's hung up. That's why. Yeah. Oh, it's still got some pack left on it.
And I had some on the other day that, man, you couldn't knock it so far. I was like, man.
It's staying on good. Yeah, this still had some good chunk.
I'll tell you what I think makes the pack bait stay on better or worse.
The amount of breadcrumbing?
Nope. The amount of jello.
Jello, okay.
I truly think that's what it is. The more sticky it is, the more it sticks to it. Because if you think about it, the jello sets.
Yeah.
After you get it wet. Now, if you just first make it up, it might not as much, but if it sets in the refrigerator overnight and stuff, I think that's what it does.
I've caught all kinds of fish on the pack bait. I've caught sunfish, bass, catfish, and carp. Oh, and creek shiner on pack bait. So. I might have got 1 or 2 nibbles on the pack bait tonight. Nothing.
Yeah, you need to come up toward that way and get on a bunch of cars. It makes good video.
Yeah, y'all got a lot of action that night. I remember I tuned in and y'all were out like around number 6 or 7, and then I tuned in a little bit later. Y'all were at like number 12 or 13. I was like, dang, they're flaring them out. And I remember I stayed till the end, and y'all were right at 15. And I remember somebody said 15 is an odd number. You can't get an odd number.
Oh, yeah. So we want to get one more.
Yeah. And you probably could if you stayed a little bit longer, because you know how they were down there.
Oh, it was,
Thick with them.
yeah. Not a whole lot of people fish right there at that spot. They usually fish on up or down there at that
And are
other
they
creek.
even targeting the cart?
Some of them do. But most of them right now is targeting, which they shouldn't be. They are. They say they're not, but they are. They're targeting them sturgeon.
Or is there a season for them?
No, you ain't supposed to target them.
Oh, you're not.
No.
Uh,
But I mean, if you catch one, you know you're supposed to put it right back.
well, how like? Hold on, let me think about that, man. 'Cause, like, if you're not supposed to target them, how would
You're
someone?
not purposely supposed to target them.
Okay. How would someone do that though? Is there techniques to purposely target them, or is there just it's just
Well-
a shoot? It's just random. If you hook one up, it's random.
Yeah, kinda. I mean, right now they're eating them baby shad.
Okay. So a shad invitation.
See all them little shad?
Yeah.
Well, down there at the creek below that, what they're doing is they're putting a bunch of little baby shad on there and throwing it out there and just waiting on one to come through and eat it.
But heck, that could be a catfish.
You could be, I mean, you could be catfishing,
Yeah.
but we know what they're doing,
Gotcha.
you know. I mean, they're coming up through there spawning, so to spawn anyway. But
They're protected. Ain't they protected species?
yeah, they are.
Yeah. Like you can't even like
We-
harvest none of them. You have to release.
No,
every
you
single
can't
one.
harvest none of
Right.
them.
Right.
No, and the game wardens is watching them too.
Oh yeah, you know
They're
they
all
are.
over down there.
Oh, you know they are. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. We fished down there one night. Where's all the way down at the river, and he parked his truck all the way up at the road stop,
Warden?
seen our light. Yeah, come down there and checked on us.
Did he? What, he just asked to see IDs and whatnot?
Yeah, just fishing us. But he said they've been a bunch of guys down there catching sturgeon, and we went down there. There's a few people that's been down there, and that's what they're trying to catch, you know. And then they throw pictures all over Facebook and everything. And me and Cindy figure we go back down there and try to catch some white bass because we know all them old redfins in there. That was that night we went down there carp fishing.
Okay.
But the place that where they was at, we went down by the little parking lot down there, and it probably holds, I'm gonna say 10 to 15 cars.
Every car, every lot.
Yeah, there's people hanging out in the parking lot and everything, probably waiting for somebody to leave to go down there and get a spot.
Waiting for an available
Yeah.
spot. Yeah.
So I told Cindy, I said, that ain't gonna work, you know. So we went upriver, and I know basic spots up through there and some little spots that people just don't fish at much. So I figured, well, we'll fish here and see if we catch anything. I mean, I would say from here to where that rock pile is right there, well, it's probably further than that, probably over at that ramp.
Gotcha.
So that thing we was on, that walkway, about over there, just to give you there was a hump out there. And just to give you an idea, there was a goose went out there and sat on that rock that was sticking out of the water whenever after it got dark.
Huh.
And what would happen was I would throw out and I'd have to get on the other side of that little hump out there, and them carp would take off. And man, they about every time they come around that way, they'd come back up over here.
Huh.
It was retarded. It was fun though.
Possibly hunting and stuff. It's right now. It's just a real light sprinkle. But if it
It's
starts,
gonna start getting worse.
yeah, if it starts getting worse, we're probably gonna call it. I would say, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll probably pull them in here in a minute because it's gonna get worse. I see bigger raindrops coming now.
Yeah. So yeah, probably so here soon. I'd say we've been going. Well, this live has been going for 3.5, a little over 3.5 hours. Cindy and Driver, what time y'all got here? About what,
We
6?
started right at 6. I
Yeah, I
think.
was thinking about right around 6.
So we went, what, 5 hours?
Well, you out here been going 8.
8 hours?
Yeah.
If the fish was biting, we'd figure something out.
I'm gonna start getting some of these other rods
Yeah, you
bundled
better
up before this rain really starts
get
dumping.
some. You only got 2 out, don't you?
Yep. White bass head's still on, so I didn't get robbed at least.
Yeah.
You're gonna get some nibbles on the bottom side of it, though. Smaller fish probably nibbling on it. If they were here, they would have, been a little more thick. Holes. Yeah. Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised about that an avionics depth. I was expecting it to get a lot deeper right up through here than 20. I was expecting like 40. The raindrops are getting bigger and heavier.
It's out here.
Yep. That's pretty sharp still. That might be Chandon's.
We'll say it is anyway.
Yeah. There's a line of rain not too far from West Knoxville, says Hunter. Yeah, it's starting to rain. We're packing things in for the evening. I just got one more line in the water. I'm about to reel in, and then we're gonna go ahead and call her even. I do appreciate every single one of y'all that has come through, stayed here, hung out, and chilled with us. And hopefully here soon I'll open some more lives as well, because fishing season is here. So I'm going to be getting back into, well, fishing season 24/7, 365. But for me, it's back around here. And I'm going to be getting back into the fishing routine of things. And hopefully
We're gonna have to make him make the drive up and catch
Yeah.
the carp.
definitely, I need to come up there and get some carp with them. Let me get this other rod reeled in. Now, where exactly out was that carp spot y'all was running them out?
No, that's not there downtown mountain.
Okay.
No. Anytime you want to come up the mountain, just let me know. I'll meet you down there.
All right.
That sounds good. Anytime.
Is it just like a public park or?
It's like a green lake.
Okay. Your liver's still on there?
we got a parking spot right across the street.
You said it's usually not too crowded, huh?
No, not right there where I was at.
Yeah, things are starting to get a little wet. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and shut her down. Alright, folks. It says 4 watching. I'm not sure I believe it. It says 3 now. Let's see if I can turn this around and get this on my face. There we go. Get a little light in here. And say goodbye to y'all, folks. For 3 people, there we go. For the 3 people that's left in here, we're gonna be getting out of here. As you can see, I don't know if you can tell or not, but the rain is coming down now. So we're gonna pack it all up. We already got all the baits out the water. Call it evening. I appreciate everybody coming in, hunting and stuff. Everybody else is still in here. I think maybe Heather or somebody else probably fell asleep or something, but I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you hunting and stuff. I appreciate you, buddy. Oh yeah, let's give y'all let Travis say goodbye to you. Old hunting and stuff. Let Travis say goodbye to him. It's just hunting and stuff and one other in here right now, but
See, hunting stuff.
woo! Happy birthday! And until next time, fish on. See you guys. Later. Have a good night. Take care.